Live from brand new Bobby Bettina's restaurant at the River Ranch Mirage, California, it's the Mark and Tony Show, starring Mark Lantero and Tony Pomponio. Tonight's guest, singer, performer, Nikki Dickinson, singer, performer, Slim Man, and yours truly, Mark Antonelli. Now, ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together and give a warm welcome to your stars, Mark and Tony.
Hey! Thank you, everybody, for your patience. Welcome in, everybody.
Wow.
This is, as Mark Antonelli said, the Mark and Tony Show or the Tony and Marcus Show. Whatever works, we're here.
It all depends. You know, the fellas over there from our new sponsor.
AMP Sports Lounge.
Yeah, they told me that you were in the witness protection program. They were going to take you out. It's going to be the Tony Show from now on.
And there you go, everybody. So thank you for coming in tonight. Tony and I appreciate it very much. We're here at Bobby Bettina's, our new home. Bobby's got a great restaurant lounge area here, so we're very thankful for that. We're thankful for the fact that we have this home here, and he's got a great place. So, Tony, what's new in your world?
Well, you know what? By the time this show airs, we're going to be on our new network, Fox. Okay? That'll be after January 1st. So thank you to Fox. Yes. Thank you so much for Fox to recognize our show as being a great show. We totally work on local talent. We want to promote all these great people in this desert that they need to be showcased. I'm lost for words over here. I'm never lost for words.
I'll take it from there.
Okay,
we thank all of our sponsors. We thank all the guests who have been on the show, the guests that will be coming on the show. And of course, none of this happens unless all of the fans are here to support all of us.
Exactly.
So we thank you for that. It's another great show this evening. Mark Antonelli, our MC for the show.
You know
also a local talent, great singer. Oh, Tony, go ahead.
You know, the most important thing, I want to thank some of our new fans that are here tonight. Thank you so much, folks. There's a lot of new fans in the house, and we thank you so much. Give yourself a hand. Yeah.
We appreciate it very much. So after the break, everybody, we're going to start the show. So again, we thank you for coming in tonight.
Absolutely.
Until then, we'll be right back.
Amp Cat City, local sports lounge with a festive outdoor patio, pool table, and darts. Serving a fine selection of craft cocktails, wine, draft beer, and light bar bites. Nightly entertainment with Angelique Gorgeous for Thursday night drag bingo for charity and the shadiest drag show in Cat City on Saturday nights. KJ Francie for Friday night karaoke. Stay for hot desert disco after the show. Visit our website, ampcatcity.com.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Nikki Dickinson.
Used to spend my nights out in the barroom. You know what I mean? Liquor was the only one I loved. But you rescue me, reaching from the bottom, brought me back from being too far gone. You're as smooth as Tennessee whiskey. You're as sweet as strawberry wine. You're as warm as a glass of brandy. Honey, I'd stay stoned on your loving all the time. Now here we go again. You say you want want your freedom. Well, who am I to bring it down? It's only right that you should play the way you feel it. Listen carefully to the sound of your loneliness. You guys know it. Like a heartbeat treasure map in the stillness of remembering what you had, what you lost, oh, what you had, what you lost. Thunder only happens when it's raining. Players only love you when they're playing. They say the women, oh, they'll come and they will go. When the rain washes you clean, you'll know. You will know. Blue jean baby, yeah, yeah. Seamstress for the band, pretty eye, pirate smile, and maybe a music man. Oh, a ballerina, you must have seen her. She was dancing in the sand. Now she's in me, always with me. Tiny dancing in my hand, yeah. Peaches out in Georgia. I get my weed from California. Took my chick to the north. I think I freaked you out, huh? Get my light right from the source, yeah. And I say, oh, the way I breathe you in is the texture of your skin. I wanna wrap my arms around you, baby, never let you go. Oh, and I say, oh, it's nothing like your touch. It's the way you lift me up. And I'll be right here with you today. And I got my peaches out in Georgia. I get mine from California. I took my chick to the north, yeah. My lights from the source.
Yeah. Thank you, everybody. Glad to be back. Tony, please give the official.
Oh, man, Nikki, that was awesome. How about that, folks, huh?
Yeah. Give it up for Nikki.
You know, I'll be honest with you, a few years ago, she didn't know me then, but I personally discovered her at Mastro's one night. And I'll tell you, I was totally mesmerized over her voice and her act and everything. And I'm so glad that Christy found you and had you on our show. Now, here's the thing. We want you to tell us a little bit about what you're currently doing and where we go from here. Now, remember, this show will air around January 1st. So take it from there.
Perfect. I'm actually only working Thursdays from January on.
Well, you know what? We can change that.
I'm off 6 days a week.
So where are you working at?
So I've got revolving dates at Pivat Cigar Lounge, Hideaway Country Club. Those are the only two consistent gigs I have right now, which I kind of did on purpose. I performed in the Valley, and I grew up here in this Valley. I've been here since I was 6. I have been performing 6 days a week for 9 years. And my son graduated high school, and he's now a freshman in college.
You know, that's hard to believe, that you actually have a son that's a freshman in college.
Yeah.
It is.
So
He's only 16 years old,
How about
everybody.
that,
so.
obviously.
But when she said the Pivot Lounge, I want everybody to understand the Pivot Lounge is at the Agua Caliente at the Rancho Mirage location.
Cigar bar.
The cigar bar.
I'll be back there January 13th, and then after January 13th, I have like every other Thursday, February to March or April. But anyway, when my son graduated high school, something clicked in my head, and I'm like, you know, I really don't need to grind so hard anymore. I really want to work smarter and not harder, and work on my single act, and really do private events and small dinner parties or large concerts. That's fine too, but giving myself the availability to do things like this and not be exhausted.
Yes, you know the interesting thing is, when I originally met you and saw you, you were just singing. And
Right.
you've incorporated the keyboard since then. And I
Yes.
know, I've followed you on Facebook, obviously.
Yes.
And, you know, you incorporated the keyboard, and I know you've worked very hard at it. And how about tonight, folks? How about her sound tonight? Wasn't it great on the keyboard? Yeah.
Please, everybody, make sure you give it up for her, because between the keyboard and her singing and everything, she's a fantastic
You know, and
artist.
there's nothing harder to play an instrument and to sing at the same time.
Yep.
I can attest to that in a way. Nobody wants to hear me sing when I play the accordion, but it's okay.
We don't want to hear that. We just let him play the accordion.
So anyway.
We digress, so
also,
back to you.
You know what? You have a very famous person in your life as well. Why don't you tell us a little bit about him?
Well, less in my life, more in my blood. My biological father is Bruce Dickinson of Iron Maiden. I don't know if a lot of you know who that is.
Yeah, how about that, huh?
Yeah.
So, you know, the apple doesn't fall far from the tree, right?
I've never had vocal training, but I had to work my butt off to learn the piano. So I grew up in gospel church singing. That's how I learned how to kind of belt it. And
Everybody loves your sound. Everybody loves everything that you're bringing. So,
kidding.
audience, please, if you would, give it up. So, Nikki, my question to you is, since we've heard all of the backdrop at this point, and again, this is kind of a loaded question, but I'll bring it up anyway. So what's your aspirations? Where do you want to go from here? I mean, is there anything else you want to do, or where's your direction from this point forward?
so I'd love to bring up Ed Sheeran. Ed Sheeran got discovered doing a live looping show. He was by himself, and he was creating loops with his guitar, just him and his guitar and his looper. He created his own percussion, he created his own beats, his own tracks. I have already purchased all the things that I need to create my own live looping show, and I'm working on it. As soon as that happens, I'm gonna sell
So
that.
everybody, make sure you give her a big round of applause, because we're happy, honored that she was here on our show today. So everybody, give her a...
Follow Nikki on Facebook, and you know what? You'll find out where she's performing. Believe me, we need to support her. She's a wonderful talent. Let's do this.
Let's do it.
Thank you.
Thank you guys for having me.
And we'll be right back, everybody, after this.
The Wine Lounge, trendy, mid-century style lounge with outdoor patio, with mountain views, serving a large selection of wines, cocktails, and light foods, entertainment and special events with Leanne on Monday nights. The Wine Lounge. You can check our website, thewinelounge.com.
Come join us at the all-new Bobby Bettina's restaurant at the river in Rancho Mirage. Our menu features a broad selection of Mexican and American food choices available in the dining area and at the bar, and our fabulous happy hour from 4 to 6 p.m. 7 days a week. Bobby Bettina's is located on Highway 111 and Bob Hope Drive. Whether it's a nice quiet dinner for two or out with the gang, it's Bobby Bettina's, the place to be for a great time.
I have the luxury of introducing this next guest, a good friend of Tony and I of the show. He's an entertainer extraordinaire, Mr. Slim Man.
This little song I wrote while I was in prison. It goes like this. It's a Christmas song. It's the night before Christmas. the moon shining down outside of my window. Snow is on the ground. I'm looking at photographs of Christmases gone by. I wish you were here with me by the fireside. And it's Christmas Eve, you should be with me underneath the mistletoe. And it's Christmas Eve, both of us should be making angels in the snow this Christmas Eve. It's Christmas Eve. Was the night before Christmas. Stars are clear and bright. Home fires burning, burning. And if you were by my side, we could be singing Christmas songs around the Christmas tree. Hoping that Santa Claus brings you back to me. And it's Christmas Eve, you should be with me underneath the mistletoe. And it's Christmas Eve, both of us should be making angels in the snow. It's Christmas Eve, you should be with me underneath the mistletoe. And it's Christmas Eve, both of us should be making angels in the snow this Christmas Eve. This Christmas Eve. This Christmas Eve.
I have to say, first of all, congratulations of all of your accolades and everything you've been doing right now.
Absolutely.
So, I mean,
what's been happening? Did I miss something?
So everybody knows, not only is he a great singer, we've also brought these out. He's awesome.
Yep,
everybody. I want everybody to take a good look at this.
The Slim Man Cookbook.
The Slim Man, thank you. The Slim Man Cookbook. So, that being said, why don't we start with this verse and then we'll go on to the song. So please, the floor is yours.
Pitch the cookbook. This is my second cookbook. It's called Volume 2, much like the Godfather 1, Godfather 2. First cookbook, number 1, Volume 2, the second cookbook.
Here it is, everybody.
This has, thank you both of you. You're wonderful. I love you all. You can go back to sleep now. 30 recipes, 30 stories, and 30 cooking videos. So the recipes are all kind of Italian-American, my own kind of take on all that kind of stuff. It's also some recipes from my hometown of Baltimore, Maryland. It never gets any applause. That's okay, I understand. And then the stories are all about growing up in Baltimore and also about doing all the stuff in the music business, the wild ride up and down.
You know, you mentioned Baltimore, I got to say something. So tell us a little bit about, can you imagine this guy at a Baltimore Oriole baseball game singing the national anthem? How about that?
Yeah. I've sung the anthem many times to the Orioles. I was a junior Oriole when I was a kid. Grew up right down the street from Memorial Stadium and right down the street from Camden Yards. So big Orioles fan and a big national anthem thing.
I was going to say, so from there, from the East Coast to the West Coast, so what brought you out here? And before we get too far into that first, so what was your love for creating these books and recipes?
Well, you know, when I started cooking you know, when you're in a band and you got $5 between 4 guys, you go like, what are we gonna get? Well, let's get some garlic, let's get some vegetables, and let's get some pasta, and let's make a little dish. And that's really kind of the way it started. It was just, you know, cooking for the band, cooking for ourselves, and then it kind of evolved into, like, you know, over the last 10,
so you
20
still
years.
cook for the band?
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
And so, just so you all heard that, it was a quick no. That's
No.
it. You're on your own.
I don't cook for them
If
anymore.
you still did, I want to join your band.
So, yeah, I mean, you know, I started cooking to feed the band and to feed myself, and it was a matter of, you know, economics when you're coming up in the music business, you know.
It's always, yeah.
As you know, in the acting business, you kind of got to
Oh,
feed
yeah.
yourself, you know.
It's called the starving actor.
Yeah, starving musicians, too. It's like,
Yeah,
right?
there you go.
And so the thing I really love about the cookbook is there's cooking videos. Each video has a QR code you can scan with your phone, and it'll take you to a video of me showing you how to cook that dish.
Geez,
It's-
really?
Yeah, it's
How
cool.
cool is that?
Yeah, and it's...
Everybody, give it up for this man.
people, thank you.
So, Slim, how do they get the book? That's the most important.
There's a website called slimman.com, and they can get the book there. And when you get the cookbook, you get a secret website that has all of the cooking videos on one website. So if you're like on a yacht with Leonardo DiCaprio and you want to make some hot meatballs for Leo, you can make some mighty meatballs just by looking it up on the website. You don't have to have the cookbook with you.
Wow.
Well, then, so that segues into the other question or statement. So what brought you here, real quickly?
I was I'm from Baltimore. I moved to Nashville, lived there for about 5-6 years. Nashville's a wonderful town. I had a couple of offers for some gigs out here. And so I drove from Nashville. It was December. I drove to Breckenridge to have a holiday with my brother. And it was freezing cold. And then I got to Palm Springs in January for a couple of gigs, and I'm like, you know what, this is not bad. I'm texting all my friends back east with photos of, like, you know, like, it's 80 degrees down here. There's snow on the mountains up there. You know what I mean? It was so cool. I just fell in love with the place.
So everybody, please, that being said, give it up for Slim Man, because great entertainer, a great kid, and a great friend of the program. So everybody, thank you so much.
Ladies and gentlemen, a great asset to our valley.
Yes. We'll be right back, everybody.
IW Live proudly presents an evening of elegance starring the desert's rising star, Mark Antonelli, and former Broadway star, Patricia Welch, celebrating the most beautiful and elegant music from around the world. Every Friday and Saturday, make your reservations now.
My heart burdened deep, then I am still.
Kimball's Unique Boutique, located in beautiful downtown Palm Springs, is for women who are not afraid to attract attention. Our clothing is feminine, flirty, fun, and fabulous. Get the latest look. Large selection of jewelry, hats, and much more. Personalized service inspires our customers to keep coming back. Kimball's Boutique, across from the Hyatt in beautiful Palm Springs. We look forward to having you shop with us, and don't forget to mention the Mark and Tony Show for your 20% discount on your purchase.
Ladies and gentlemen, our very own
Mark Antonelli, everybody, give it up!
Where you'll be our eyes and watch us where we go and help us to be wise in times when we don't know. Let this be our prayer when we lose our way. Lead us to a place, guide us with your grace, to a place where we'll be safe.
la luce che tu dai nel cuore resterà a ricordarci la terna stella della mia legge. Quanta fede c'è, lead us to a place, guide us with your grace, give us faith so we'll be saved. Sogniamo un mondo senza più violenza, un mondo di giustizia e di speranza, ognuno dia la mano al vicino, simbolo di pace e fraternità. Let this be our prayer, just like every child needs to find a place. Guide us with your grace, give us faith so we'll be saved. E la fede che hai acceso in noi, sento che ci salveremo.
Mr. Mark Antonelli, everybody. What a voice. That was a fantastic show.
Are you kidding me? We bring the best talent of the Coachella Valley on this stage every Monday night.
Every time.
There is no other show. This is it.
Monday nights, Bobby Botina's. Thank you, Bobby and Tina, for having us here.
So everybody, till next week, from the three of us, we thank you.
Yeah.
Live from Bobby Bettina's at the River Entertainment Complex in Rancho Mirage, California, it's the Mark and Tony Show, starring Mark Lantero and Tony Pomponio. Tonight's guest, comedian Steve Middleman, guitarist, vocalist Mark Craig. Now, ladies and gentlemen, please give a warm welcome to your hosts, Mark and Tony.
Wait a minute. How come you're always in my way? Jeez.
Well, you take up a lot of space.
What do you mean I take up a lot of space?
I figured I wanted to get in here first, get out of your way, so you can maneuver your... By the way, I haven't... Look
What?
at them shoes.
You like those shoes, huh?
They fit?
Well, yeah, they're size 13. You know, that's why I'm called Hoss. Right? Gabish. Hey, it's okay. Little
Okay.
joke. One of those, 8.5? It's okay. Don't forget about it. Forget about it.
So
Forget it. It's
anyway,
all right. Anyway,
what have you been up to? Tell me. This has been an interesting week. We've done a lot of different things going. I was out of town.
Well, to be
You were
quite,
doing-
quite honest, I kind of missed him, sort of. But, you know, I was hoping. He took off and went to Chicago on Friday.
Yes, I did.
Okay? And I'm going, please, cancel his flight home.
Well, wait a minute. Before you say cancel, because it was cold and rainy out there.
You know, I'm over
Typical
going,
Chicago.
I'm over going, he dominates every friggin' show we're on. And I'm going, this is my final chance. He's going to get stuck in Chicago, and I'm going to be the lead of the show. The Tony Show, right? Hey, everybody, the Tony Show.
We're going to be right back after this.
Kimball's unique boutique, located in beautiful downtown Palm Springs, is for women who are not afraid to attract attention. Our clothing is feminine, flirty, fun, and fabulous. Get the latest look. Large selection of jewelry, hats, and much more. Personalized service inspires our customers to keep coming back. Kimball's Boutique, across from the Hyatt in beautiful Palm Springs. We look forward to having you shop with us, and don't forget to mention the Mark and Tony Show for your 20% discount on your purchase.
Amp Cat City, local sports lounge with a festive outdoor patio, pool table, and darts. Serving a fine selection of craft cocktails, wine, draft beer, and light bar bites. Nightly entertainment with Angelique Gorgeous for Thursday night drag bingo for charity and the shadiest drag show in Cat City on Saturday nights. KJ Francie for Friday night karaoke. Stay for hot desert disco after the show. Visit our website, ampcatcity.com.
IW Live proudly presents an evening of elegance starring the desert's rising star, Mark Antonelli, and former Broadway star, Patricia Welch, celebrating the most beautiful and elegant music from around the world. Every Friday and Saturday, make your reservations now.
My heart burdened be, then I am still.
Welcome back, everybody. I got a treat here for you tonight. I got to read this bio card because this is a treat. Our first guest, really funny guy. He started on The Tonight Show with Johnny Carson. Also was on The Jay Leno Show.
Whoa!
Will you please welcome Mr. Steve Middleman?
Have a hand for Mark and Tony.
Yeah!
And Tony and Mark.
Hey, Steve, I like that one
Oh
better.
my God, it's so nice to be here at Bobby's, at Bobby Botina's. Hey.
A little Ed McMahon action there.
What a crowd. That's all the time they have for me. Good night. Happy holidays. You have a great holiday? Oh my God, yeah, at least one person. Yeah, okay, I had a good holiday. It's okay. I'm a Jew among the Italians. You got other... Oh, yo, hey, yo. Here's a good Italian joke. You ready? Here's a good... well, he's not Italian, but the Pope. You want to hear a good Pope joke? Yeah. Okay, he's in Italy. I'm pretty sure right now he's in Italy. Okay, so here the Pope's going on vacation. He's with his limo driver, and they're at the airport. They get there. They're at the gate, and there's an announcement at the gate, and it's like a 4-hour delay. And this is like a really, angry Pope. You know what I mean? He goes, "We're getting the hell out of here." What? The limo driver goes, "Your Eminence, we can't leave. We just got through security, and we're getting the hell out of here." So they start walking back through security, and the Pope's doing his wave, right? And the people are pointing like, "Oh my God, they're leaving. What's going on?" They get outside to the car, to the limo, and the Pope goes, "Get in the back, I'm driving." What? You can't drive? Your Eminence, you haven't driven in decades. You never drove. You get in the back, I'm driving. I'm a little antsy, I'm going to drive. You're so rusty. He gets in the back. The Pope's driving, and sure enough, he's all rusty. He's going too fast, too slow. He hits a car, he hits a tree, he hits a mailbox. Sure enough, police pull him over. He rolls down the window. The cop's in shock. He goes, "Oh my God, I can't believe it. I got to call this in. He's so famous." And okay, he calls it in. And he goes, "Guys, you can't believe who I just pulled over. It's amazing. Who is it? A famous person? Is the mayor? No. More famous than that. The governor? More famous than that. The president? More famous than that. Who is it?" He goes, "I don't know who the guy is, but he's being driven by the Pope." Thank you. I love it. It's like getting approval by the Pope.
Mark goes, instead of laughing, he goes, I like it. I like it. That's what That's right. I sing for my supper, right? Yeah. So it's like an amazing thing to be here. It's like, you know what I mean? This is a live show. No more Zoom shows. I'm a comedian. Yeah. Yeah. So I was telling him before the show, we're talking about this. By the way, I live in Indio. Indio, if you make a left from our place, it's the gateway to absolutely nothing. You got dirt for 400 miles till you get to Phoenix, you know? It's the Indio dirt. 3 trucks. You're in Phoenix. There you go. Oh, my God. I'm a Met fan from New York City, from Queens, New York. Apartment 3C. I'm not great in sports, you know, in Queens. It was like, you know, the better you were in sports, the more you were appreciated, right? When I would bat, you know, in baseball, when I would bat, they had what was called the middleman shift. The middleman shift. That means the outfield would move into the infield, and the infield would go for lunch. So I took up golf. Any golfers here? Yeah. Any really bad golfers here? Both of you guys. No, both of you guys. You're better than I am. You could totally. I'd lose every bet. I'm what's called a Star Trek golfer. You know what that is? That means my ball goes where no ball has ever gone before. I actually lost a ball while putting in my house. That's it for me, folks. Thank you. Thank you. Hey.
Once this applause dies down a little bit, I got a question.
You got a question? What a shock. I'm on the panel. I'm getting a question.
This question, though, deserves a really specific answer. So, give the audience, but more importantly for Tony and I, Extreme Makeover, Larry King.
Yeah, I did. I got a makeover. This is, by the way, the after of one of my Extreme Makeover. This is the after, right? Like 15 years ago, that show was like a real popular show, right?
Yeah,
you know,
Extreme
and I
Makeover.
watched the show a bunch of times. See, you're a handsome guy. You're the more charactery guy, right?
That's the way I would describe it. Thank you so much. Finally. It's not just me in the audience that always say it.
Hold on one second. Stop the filming. What do you mean by that?
Well, I mean, it's like we know, us character guys, we know
So
we're the
kind of like
character
Dean
guys.
Martin, Jerry Lewis.
Yeah.
This sounds like Lou and Stu guys.
Yeah.
It's okay. Just watch yourself walk in your car tonight, okay?
I'm gonna get a new car.
Oh, yeah.
So anyway, I had all this material about being, you know, not the best looking. I was known for, you know, like I used to be a male model. I modeled socks on the radio. You know who I feel sorry for? My twin sister. She's a male model. She models socks on the radio. So yeah, I had jokes like that, you know.
It's a good joke.
Yeah, I know. This actually happened to me, and I'll get to the Extreme Makeover in a second. I was so, you know, shy around women. I went to this bar, and this woman looked at me. I looked at her. She walked over to me. She says, "Hi." I said, "Hi." And we're talking for a while, and then she says, "How about a drink?" I swear this happened to me. I go, "That's really nice, but aren't you a little forward?" She says to me, "I'm your waitress." So that happened to me. So I got an email one day from an agent. They go, "Hey, they're looking for somebody to do a makeover, a comedian to do a makeover." And I thought of you. What is that? What kind of compliment is that? they want a comedian to, do a Frankenstein thing with, and I thought of you because, you're you. So I had a makeover. I mean, I was known for having a weak chin, like that was my material. I had a crazy weak, like the weakest chin, like mouth, neck, like that. Okay, so I had a real. How weak was my chin? My chin was so weak.
Wait a minute. How weak was your chin?
Not as weak as that response. My chin was so weak.
Weak was your chin.
I grew a beard once that looked like a fur tongue.
Wait a minute.
So I had a makeover. I had everything done. I had a 14-hour surgery, and my eyes straightened. My eyes, both of them like what's called strabismus surgery. Like if I asked you a question or you asked me a question, they would answer over there because my eyes were like
they were all over
the place. Okay. So I had that makeover. It's like $100,000 worth of surgery, and more than a Tonight Show and any other show I ever did, I was recognized from Extreme Makeover. Right, everything, and big. I've done 1 million shows. So the next morning after the show airs, I get on a plane to do a gig, corporate gig. We're talking about corporate gigs.
Right.
Yeah.
I get on board on the flight. The flight attendant, she looks at me, she goes, "Oh my God, I saw you last night. Congratulations, you look great." I'm walking, everybody's high-fiving me in first class, and I'm going to coach. Anyway, I sit there, and we take off. The flight, the drink cart attendant, flight attendant, they creep up to you row by row, right? And she goes, "Oh my God, congratulations. I saw the show, good for you." And the woman next to me, she knows nothing. She's, lost reading a magazine. She puts the magazine down and she goes, "Excuse me, but what's all the congratulations about?" And I go, "Well, I just got Extreme Makeover." I swear to you, she looks me up and down and says, "That is fabulous. So when do you start?"
Listen, everybody, on that note, we're going to be right back.
Come join us at the all-new Bobby Bettina's restaurant at the River in Rancho Mirage. Our menu features a broad selection of Mexican and American food choices available in the dining area and at the bar, and our fabulous happy hour from 4 to 6 p.m. 7 days a week. Bobby Bettina's is located on Highway 111 and Bob Hope Drive. Whether it's a nice quiet dinner for two or out with the gang, it's Bobby Bettina's, the place to be for a great time.
The saying goes, a picture is worth 1,000 words. At GRA's Visions, we create photography that speaks volumes and comes across loud and clear. Specializing in beautiful portraiture, we also offer photographic excellence from corporate to candid, in banquets or backyards, and from formal to fun. GRA's Visions is the only real answer to your photographic needs. So if you want it to look great, call 760-218-1938.
Kimball's Unique Boutique, located in beautiful downtown Palm Springs, is for women who are not afraid to attract attention. Our clothing is feminine, flirty, fun, and fabulous. Get the latest look. Large selection of jewelry, hats, and much more. Personalized service inspires our customers to keep coming back. Kimball's Boutique, across from the Hyatt in beautiful Palm Springs. We look forward to having you shop with us, and don't forget to mention the Mark and Tony Show for your 20% discount on your purchase.
Yeah! Hey! You know what? We are back, and we're going to have more of this guy because we need more.
That's right. I need more of this. This is a thrill. It's a lot of fun.
All right, so let's just keep this train going down the track.
Man.
So let's talk a little bit about Johnny Carson. That had to be interesting.
Are there Carson fans here in the audience?
Yeah. All of us.
Yeah. So I got to say that, when I started, I'm friends with all these guys that became billionaires, literally billionaires. But I had a good career. I've had a good career. I still work, by the way. Anybody need a comedian? I'm free, usually. And I'm an auctioneer also and a host. And anyway, so that's a plug for hiring me. Anyway, so Carson, everybody's dream was to be, be on the Tonight Show. There was a day, there was an explosion right after I started of comedy clubs around the country. There were 7, 8 shows a week. After the show, you meet your audience, and they go, this is how they would put it. You do Johnny? That's how they would say, you do Johnny? Meaning you've been on the Tonight Show. You do Johnny? And I go, no, not yet. They go, this is how they'd say it. You are Johnny's kind of comedian. That's how they go. It's very sweet. You're Johnny's kind of comedian. This is around the country all the time. You're Johnny's kind of comedian. Then I'd audition for the Tonight Show, and this guy, Jim McCauley, the executive who picked the comics, sometimes I'd kill, I'd audition, he'd go, I didn't think you're Johnny's kind of comedian. I'd go, you don't understand. I do the whole country. Everybody goes, you're Johnny's kind of comedian. You're Johnny's kind of comedian. So finally I got the Tonight Show. And I killed. I did the chin material. I was kind of doing a couple of jokes there. And now I'm Macaulay's best friend because he goes, you got to meet Johnny. I went from you're not Johnny's kind of comedian to you gotta meet Johnny. So after the show, he introduced me to Carson. I swear to you, Carson, he shakes my hand, he looks me up and down, and he goes, you are my kind of comedian.
Oh, there it is.
There it is. So it paid off. It paid off.
Man. So Jay Leno, all of them. So give us a little feedback.
Leno, I know Leno. I mean, I know all these guys.
Yeah.
Leno's got the big,
the big chin.
Yeah. We were very funny opposite each other. But if people want to look me up on YouTube, there's a bit where I did with Leno a sketch called "Just for Chins," and you know the absolutely worst thing about having a weak chin? It used to take me about 3 to 4 hours to change a pillowcase.
We'll be right back.
Whoa! How about that?
IW Live proudly presents an evening of elegance starring the desert's rising star, Mark Antonelli, and former Broadway star, Patricia Welch, celebrating the most beautiful and elegant music from around the world. Every Friday and Saturday, make your reservations now.
My heart burdened deep, then I am still.
Amp Cat City, local sports lounge with a festive outdoor patio, pool table, and darts. Serving a fine selection of craft cocktails, wine, draft beer, and light bar bites. Nightly entertainment with Angelica Gorgeous for Thursday night drag bingo for charity and the shadiest drag show in Cat City on Saturday nights. KJ Francie for Friday night karaoke. Stay for hot desert disco after the show. Visit our website, ampcatcity.com.
The Wine Lounge, trendy mid-century style lounge with outdoor patio, with mountain views, serving a large selection of wines, cocktails, and light foods, entertainment and special events with Leanne on Monday nights. The Wine Lounge. You can check our website, thewinelounge.com.
Everyone, I would like to introduce a local favorite, singer, guitarist, currently performing at Fantasy Springs Casino on the 12th floor, my friend Mark Gregg.
One more bad dream could bring a fall. When I'm far from home, tell me you're alone. Keep yourself to home. It's easy to deceive. It's easy to please, but hard to get relief. Eyes without a fade. Eyes without a fear. Eyes without a face. Got no human grace. Your eyes without a face. all the lies to keep the dream alive. It's easy to deceive. One was sad and true, was so alive in you. Eyes without a fear, eyes without a face, your eyes without a face, got no human grace, your eyes without a face. Pocket that make a slip. Seal a cargo, Las Vegas. Woo! Gigolo pool, hanging out by the safe light, turn holy water into wine, laying it down. I'm on a bus on a psychedelic trip, reading murder books, trying to stay here. I'm looking at you, you're out there, so say your prayers, say your prayers, say your prayers.
I'm telling you, that was awesome, Mark. You know what? We're going to go right into it, man. Tell us about what you're doing these days, man.
Well, as you guys know, because you've been up to the 12 Lounge in Fantasy Springs Casino, Mark and Misty every Friday and Saturday night, 7 to 10 p.m. every Friday and Saturday night, and it's been great, and it's really cool that you guys come up and thank you guys so much for supporting music, doing this. I really appreciate it more than I can say, man.
It's not just in Los Angeles or New York or Chicago or wherever. It's here in this valley. We're like a sleeping giant, and it's time to let everybody know what's going on.
Yep,
so,
absolutely.
As you were saying, give us a little more background about what's going on at Fantasy.
Wonderful venue. We love coming to watch you there, and we're going to be there probably this weekend as well. But you know what? Before we run out of time, I want you to promote your new 3M studio.
We've got a new rehearsal studio in the Valley for musicians, for rehearsing, teaching, video, podcasts, and recording. And it's a professional studio. You can have access to it anytime, so you don't have to know a guy or whatever. It's called 3M Studios. Our website address is 3mstudiosllc.com, and I brought you guys t-shirts.
Sweet. Wow. Oh, I gotta stand up for this one.
Some swag. We'll get you the right size. I know that's like gigantic, but we'll get you guys the right size. But
I got the extra large. He's got the small, right?
Rehearsal studios, recording studios, video, post-production, everything audio, equipment rentals, the whole nine. So
take a look.
We hope to see you there. And get on our newsletter. Go to the website. Get on our newsletter, and we'll invite you to the grand openings. We're doing a series of grand openings, and we're going to see you guys there, right?
Yes, absolutely. We'll be there.
I'm not a comedian. Can I tell a joke?
Go. Two of them.
What's the definition of a gentleman? Someone that can play accordion but doesn't.
Whoa!
Sorry.
Let me tell you another joke. I went to the mall the other day. I had my accordion in the back seat, and I went back to my car, and somebody broke my back window. I go, what? Somebody must have stole my accordion. There were two more in there.
All right, everybody. We'll be right back.
Come join us at the all-new Bobby Bettina's restaurant at the River in Rancho Mirage. Our menu features a broad selection of Mexican and American food choices available in the dining area and at the bar, and our fabulous happy hour from 4 to 6 p.m. 7 days a week. Bobby Bettina's is located on Highway 111 and Bob Hope Drive. Whether it's a nice quiet dinner for two or out with the gang, it's Bobby Bettina's, the place to be for a great time.
The saying goes, a picture is worth 1,000 words. At GRA's Visions, we create photography that speaks volumes and comes across loud and clear. Specializing in beautiful portraiture, we also offer photographic excellence from corporate to candid, in banquets or backyards, and from formal to fun. GRA's Visions is the only real answer to your photographic needs. So if you want it to look great, call 760-218-1938.
The Wine Lounge, trendy mid-century style lounge with outdoor patio, with mountain views, serving a large selection of wines, cocktails, and light foods, entertainment and special events with Leanne on Monday nights. The Wine Lounge. You can check our website, thewinelounge.com.
Welcome back, everybody, to the Mark and Tony Show. We appreciate the audience and everybody for being here.
Wow, what a night.
Mark, do me a favor. Oh, first of all, our MC, Mark Antonelli, everybody.
Mark Antonelli.
So, Mark, do us an honor and a favor. Where can you catch us on Thursdays?
Fox 11, 1 p.m., my friends.
Yes, that's
Right
exactly where
after
we're
the
at.
local news on the Fox Network, everybody.
Our new home.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's a couple weeks down the road. However, we want to make sure that everyone knows what a terrific show our Mark Antonelli put on, and Denny Wells live on New Year's Eve. Packhouse. Yes. Yeah. Terrific show.
A lot of fun.
That's our boy.
Great entertainer, a great MC, just a great person all the way around.
And guess who we are? The Tre Amici.
So everybody, the three Amicis. Till we come back next time.
3, 2, 1.
See ya!
From Bobby Bettina's at the River Entertainment Complex in Rancho Mirage, California, it's the Mark and Tony Show, starring Mark Lantero and Tony Pomponio. Tonight's guest, singer E. Billy Thompson and country star Brian Scott. Now, ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for your host and stars, Mark and Tony.
We thank you. I wanted to take a page out of Tony's book tonight and say, thank you, everybody, for showing up to the Mark and Tony Show.
Wait a minute.
Or as Tony likes to say, excuse me, the Tony and Marcus Show.
You know, I'm going to tell you one thing. Next time you do that, I'm going to knock you so far up the friggin' side of the room. You know, you're going to see the friggin' horse cart ride on me, okay?
Oh, boy.
Okay. Hey, okay.
Yeah, thank you, Mark.
Wait a minute. Everybody, listen. Look at this guy, huh? Dapper Dan. He thinks he's a Genovese or something. You know, the mafia people, Genovese.
Maybe a little.
No, so you know what? The other night we went out, and I had this pinstripe suit on. Everybody came up to me and says, hey, Tony, you look like one of the boss men. I said, hey, thank you very much. I'll sign autographs after the night. And all of a sudden tonight he shows up like this. So, you know what? I think he's copying me. What do you guys think, huh? What do you think? He's copying me, right? Yeah, Tony, tell me, yeah. But with that said, he really is a Genovese. You know why I know? He has a shovel. The shovel in his garage. The shovel that they used to use to dig, you know, the things that he used to do. But, you know, the problem is the shovel's this long. So I said, wait a minute. The shovel's this long. What the hell? How short are these friggin' people, your family over here, the Genoveses? Okay?
Well, wait a second. We're Italian. Italian people are not, you know, stature-wise, we're not 7 feet tall. Look at you. You're no taller than I am. So what are you saying?
But I'm wide. I'm a wide body, okay? When I put my foot in the shovel, it goes...
Yeah, it is pretty wide. So, yeah, go ahead.
Hey, be careful. I'm going to touch your hair, okay? Anyway, look at folks. Great night tonight, right?
It is a fantastic night. Another great show. You're right.
We have so much fun together, right?
We do.
We like poking at one another. Well,
what? No, that did not come out right. No.
Not that.
No. Please take that out of the show. Let me rephrase it.
That's why he comes out first. Okay?
Let me rephrase this for Tony over here. Basically, we just like to have fun. We love the audience. Yeah. We love the audience participation. So please chime in, yell, whatever you need to do. But we want to thank you for coming onto the show tonight. We want to thank Mark, our MC,
absolutely,
our crew, and of course, Mr. Sonny Veloci. So Tony, what do we always say?
We'll be right back.
Kimball's Unique Boutique, located in beautiful downtown Palm Springs, is for women who are not afraid to attract attention. Our clothing is feminine, flirty, fun, and fabulous. Get the latest look. Large selection of jewelry, hats, and much more. Personalized service inspires our customers to keep coming back. Kimball's Boutique, across from the Hyde in beautiful Palm Springs. We look forward to having you shop with us, and don't forget to mention the Mark and Tony Show for your 20% discount on your purchase.
Amp Cat City, local sports lounge with a festive outdoor patio, pool table, and darts. Serving a fine selection of craft cocktails, wine, draft beer, and light bar bites. Nightly entertainment with Angelica Gorgeous for Thursday night drag bingo for charity and the shadiest drag show in Cat City on Saturday nights. KJ Francie for Friday night karaoke. Stay for hot desert disco after the show. Visit our website, ampcatcity.com.
IW Live proudly presents an evening of elegance starring the desert's rising star, Mark Antonelli, and former Broadway star, Patricia Welch, celebrating the most beautiful and elegant music from around the world. Every Friday and Saturday, make your reservations now.
My heart burdened deep, then I am still.
Welcome back, everybody. I have the honor to introduce our first guest. He's a singer we've been blessed with. He also lives here in the Coachella Valley. He's been all around the world. He's a member of the Drifters. And appearing solo, I want everybody to warm welcome applause here for Mr. E. Billy Thompson. Give it up, everybody.
You can dance every dance with the guy gives you the eye. Let him hold you tight. You can smile every smile for the man who holds your hand beneath the pale moonlight. But don't forget who's taking you home and in love you're gonna be. Yeah, darling, say the last dance for me. Oh, I know that the music's fine, like sparkling wine. Go and have your fun, laugh and sing. But while we are apart, don't give your heart to anyone. And don't forget who's taking you home and in love you're gonna be. My, darling, save the last dance for me. Baby, don't you know I love you so? Don't you feel it when we touch? Ooh, I'll never ever let you go. Oh, I love you oh so much. You can dance, go and carry on till the night is gone and it's time to go. If he asks if you're all alone, can he take you home? You must tell him no. And don't forget who's taking you home. And in love you're gonna be. My, darling, save the last dance for me. Ooh, say. So don't forget who's taking you home, and in love you're gonna be. My, darling, save the last dance for me. Hey, save the last dance for me. My, save the last dance for me. Save it, baby.
Hey! How about you doing Thompson? Well, the question I want to ask right off the bat is, I understand you were in the production of the Martin Luther King, and I think the audience, even though this show is going to be airing probably about 3 weeks from now, today is truly the day for Martin Luther King.
Correct,
so, again, like I just referenced, the show will probably air maybe 3 weeks from now, I'm guessing. But if you could give a little background and a backdrop of what your thoughts were and everything, and even today and everything, let us hear a little history on your part with this, please.
Well, like I said, I was born in Mississippi, Tennessee, and then I moved to California back in 1978 in LA. And it was very difficult getting started because that was when disco had come in and it disrupted the whole live entertainment industry. And so you found big stars working small clubs. You found DJs working all the clubs that we had worked. So things went down. I had to go down for a while. I had to get a job for a while too. Got several jobs, as a matter of fact, about 10 years. And after that, the music started coming back, and slowly I got back into it. But during that time, there was a period in which I did some acting. One of the roles that I had was a Martin Luther King role, which was a wonderful, wonderful role. Wow. It was very emotional, and it was written by a lady named Miss Dina Anderson.
A lot of preparation for that role too, I guess. A lot of history, a lot of studying for that, wasn't there?
Oh my goodness, yeah. It was a very, very stressful kind of period, but it was a wonderful role to play. But just very. As a matter of fact, there was a write-up in Time magazine on it. LA Times on it.
Okay.
Really, at that time. How about that, folks?
Yeah.
Give him a hand for that, huh?
Anyway, after that, I had some people calling me from Spain to join at that time it was a Platters group. No, I'm sorry, the Drifters group. And so I turned down because the King was such a stressful thing.
I would imagine that
I had to get away from it.
Right?
Yeah, it was very emotional. You walk, you look out there, you see people crying.
Yeah.
Wow.
Because you're doing your job, you're doing your
very
work.
Emotional.
Yeah, very emotional. Anyway, it just got to be a little bit too much.
Okay.
So when I got the idea to just be a singer again, I chose that. And that's when I went to Europe, went to Spain.
Wow.
And I stayed there for about 20 years. I met my wife there, one lovely wife.
Wow.
Congratulations. Very, very good.
Give your wife some props. What's her name?
Cindy!
Yeah,
Stand up, baby.
Stand up.
Stand up, baby.
There she is. Lovely.
Beautiful woman.
Anyway, 20 years. We came back 2012 when I came back here. And it was a very unusual thing because it's kind of people don't think about when you go out of your own country for 20 years and you come back, there's a kind of a shock thing, and you have to get used to everything all over again.
What was the biggest change that you saw when you came back? I mean, you referenced shock, but what was the biggest thing you can take away from, that you see when you came back here?
And what year was that, by the way?
2012 I came back.
2012, huh?
Yeah.
My biggest thing was, if you don't speak the language that fluently over the years, you lose a lot. So it was like conversationally, you had to kind of catch up with where all the phrases and all the little things that everybody was doing and what works. And that was a part of that whole change for me too, to get back and get used to that conversation. Anyway, yeah.
And then the Drifters.
The Drifters?
I mean, how did that all come about?
Geez.
I mean, and how long and your time frame and everything
with
that?
Well, the Drifters, it was a blessing because I worked a huge restaurant spectacular, they call it. It seated about 2,500 people. Okay. And they had a Las Vegas type show. It had about 10 acts in that show. And some were doing acrobatics and some were dancers. They had Spanish dancers, they had the Irish dancers. With the taps and all that stuff.
Tap dancers.
And then they had weightlifters, and then they had Tiger.
Wow.
Tiger.
And
other animals. It was a big show. It was a huge show, and it ran I was there in that show about 12 years.
Okay.
But you know what? I want to say one thing before we're done, is he has given us an opportunity the last, 2, 3, 4 years. Our good friend Bill Beck and Dixie Beck, he's performed at their annual Christmas party.
Yeah.
Right. He's been a treasure for all of us. Enjoy his music.
He's a fantastic entertainer, everybody.
Thank you so much.
Gentlemen, and we got the chance to see his lovely wife out in the audience.
Yes.
So,
Mark and Tony Show, another gift. Here we go. Right?
Right.
Our guy.
All right, we'll be right back, everybody, with this gift.
Come join us at the all-new Bobby Bettina's restaurant at the River in Rancho Mirage. Our menu features a broad selection of Mexican and American food choices available in the dining area and at the bar, and our fabulous happy hour from 4 to 6 p.m. 7 days a week. Bobby Bettina's is located on Highway 111 and Bob Hope Drive. Whether it's a nice quiet dinner for two or out with the gang, it's Bobby Bettina's, the place to be for a great time.
The saying goes, a picture is worth 1,000 words. At GRA's Visions, we create photography that speaks volumes and comes across loud and clear. Specializing in beautiful portraiture, we also offer photographic excellence from corporate to candid, in banquets or backyards, and from formal to fun. GRA's Visions is the only real answer to your photographic needs. So if you want it to look great, call 760-218-1938.
Kimball's Unique Boutique, located in beautiful downtown Palm Springs, is for women who are not afraid to attract attention. Our clothing is feminine, flirty, fun, and fabulous. Get the latest look. Large selection of jewelry, hats, and much more. Personalized service inspires our customers to keep coming back. Kimball's Boutique, across from the Hyatt in beautiful Palm Springs. We look forward to having you shop with us, and don't forget to mention the Mark and Tony Show for your 20% discount on your purchase.
Hey, welcome back, everybody, again. I have the honor once again to introduce our next guest. He's a gifted country singer. He performs everywhere around the Valley. He's been at the Runway, Pete's Hideaway, amongst other venues. Great singer, great country singer. Please give a warm applause for Mr. Brian Scott.
Looking back on the memory of the dance we shared beneath the stars above. For a moment, all the world was right. How could I have known that you'd ever say goodbye? And I'm glad I didn't know the way it all would end, the way it all would go. It's our lives, it's better left to chance. I could have missed the pain, but I'd had to miss the dance. Holding you, I held everything. For a moment, wasn't I the king? But if I'd only known how the king would fall, hey, who's to say? You know, I might have changed it all. And I'm glad I didn't know the way it all would end, the way it all would go. It's our lives, it's better left to chance. I could have missed the pain, but I'd had to miss the yes, our lives, it's better left to chance. I could have missed the pain, but I'd had to miss the dance.
W Live proudly presents an evening of elegance starring the desert's rising star, Mark Antonelli, and former Broadway star, Patricia Welch, celebrating the most beautiful and elegant music from around the world. Every Friday and Saturday, make your reservations now.
My heart burdened be, then I am still.
Amp Cat City, local sports lounge with a festive outdoor patio, pool table, and darts. Serving a fine selection of craft cocktails, wine, draft beer, and light bar bites. Nightly entertainment with Angelique Gorgeous for Thursday night drag bingo for charity and the shadiest drag show in Cat City on Saturday nights. KJ Francie for Friday night karaoke. Stay for hot desert disco after the show. Visit our website, ampcatcity.com.
The Wine Lounge, trendy mid-century style lounge with outdoor patio, with mountain views, serving a large selection of wines, cocktails, and light foods, entertainment and special events with Leanne on Monday nights. The Wine Lounge. You can check our website, thewinelounge.com.
Thank you, guys.
Check that. Ryan Scott, born in Tustin, California. Spent some time in Oklahoma as well, right?
I did.
You take it from here, brother.
Okay, well, now that I am, the first question. This is an important question, everybody, so I want you all to listen. I'm going to read this specifically.
Okay.
Tell us about the karaoke battle, USA. That, to me, is a very interesting. I'm even going to put the big card down. The floor is yours. The glasses are off.
All right. Well,
Take it.
Karaoke Battle USA was a show on ABC TV where we went all around the United States looking for local talent in bars of all places. I was able to work with Carney Wilson from Wilson Phillips.
Wow.
And Joey Fatone from NSYNC, and I was one of the judges on the television show.
How was it with those two?
Oh my God!
There's stories right there alone, right?
Oh man, I could tell if we had a couple hours, and if Tony could buy us some drinks, we could talk about that.
We're up to 5 rounds, everybody.
But yeah, we just had a great time. I was blessed to be honored to be a part of that show, only because I was one of the winners of the 2010. Karaoke World Champions.
Wow.
Congratulations.
So, yeah, so
Give
that
it
was
up, everybody.
How about
Really?
that, huh?
Come on.
I mean,
Yeah.
is that a surprise? Did you hear it tonight? Come on.
So when I came back, I started judging all of the local contests for the next season, and then that's when ABC decided to do a television show on it. They flew me to Boston, had me audition for it, said it would be a 1 in a million shot because we want famous folks to do it, and I wasn't quite that famous yet. So I auditioned for them, you know, threw caution to the wind, and 6 months later I was on that television show with
Wow.
them. Yeah.
Please, everybody, get up because
Pretty cool.
just so everybody understands, it's one thing performing, it's another thing to get the executives and everybody to align to get on a show.
100%.
The fact that he made the show, performed on it, and has a history with it is a task within itself. Please, give it up.
Thank you, guys. Thank you. A lot of fun, a lot of stories.
And, you know, here he is with us in our wonderful desert.
You guys are doing great. Let me just tell you guys that this is so cool with the audience and everything. These guys are awesome.
You know, I tell you,
They are. We're working on it over here.
I'm a little worried about it, a little expensive, but no, seriously. You know what? It is so cool. That's the whole premise of our show. We want to bring out the best of the best in our desert. Look at this. Look at this man. This man.
Thank you.
And, you know,
Thank you so much.
we are so lucky to have you in our desert.
Thank you. I'm
Brian.
thrilled to be here,
Yeah,
guys.
you know,
I just moved back
voice.
from
Yeah.
Oklahoma, so
Yeah.
I'm. This
So how
is,
long you been back?
I've been back for 3 months.
And we followed you on Facebook.
Yes.
When you were doing
Yeah.
the, you know,
Yeah,
during the
yeah.
COVID and stuff.
Oklahoma was great. I loved it, but you know, unfortunately, my father had passed away, so I moved back.
Yeah.
We're sorry to hear
It
that.
just didn't feel right to us. So this has always been my home base, and my support system and my fans and my family have all been here
Yeah, yeah.
in the desert.
Well, just so you know, the family that's sitting in that audience, and Tony and myself and everybody,
we thank you.
Yep.
You're
thank
very
you
welcome.
so much.
I love you guys.
Really do.
Thank you, man.
You know, as well, why don't you tell us a little bit about where you're performing these days? In the
Well, I'm so fortunate to be able to be doing Wednesdays and Saturdays from 7 to 10 at Pete's Hideaway here in Palm Springs.
Everybody knows Pete's Hideaway.
It's a great venue.
Yeah, that's
Great
my home.
venue.
Our buddy Pete
Yeah.
and Wendy, huh? Yep.
Wendy Patterson, yeah.
Yeah, we were just there over the weekend.
They're so great. They're so welcoming to me, and they've always given me a home
Yes.
for my music. So I'm thrilled to be able to be a part of their team.
As
You like
well
it?
as.
Yeah.
You like
Yeah.
it back here again?
There's nothing
I know
like
you
the
feel
desert.
like it's home, but I mean, Oklahoma's weather,
Oklahoma-
California's weather,
Well,
big
you know,
difference.
I bought a big old house out there, thought it would be the grandest thing. It wasn't. It wasn't, you know. It just, this is so much more about what I am as far as
There you go.
being humble and being, you know, a good old country boy, you
Yeah,
know. I just,
yeah.
this feels like home to me.
So you've been singing from a child, I'm guessing,
I have been
right?
singing all of my life. I didn't get into country music until Garth Brooks hit the scenes, and I thought, oh my God, I want to be that guy. So I
Good
kind of
person to learn from.
mimicked a little bit of what he did, put my own style into it, and I've been doing it ever since.
You know the thing I noticed about him is this. I have to say this. You know, we know our boy Mark Antonelli and the lane he's in and where he's going. You know, country western. This guy here to me is like, he is the bomb, man. Come on. Have you ever heard? I mean, come on.
Your voice is very powerful.
This guy's
very-
voice is fabulous.
I was just commenting, his voice is very powerful.
come on, man.
It's crisp, it's
Unbelievable.
clean. His presence, everything.
I'm taking him on the
I'm
road,
telling you,
y'all. I'm
he's
taking
ready
him
to
on
go.
the road.
If you haven't watched a show called Yellowstone, he's right off Yellowstone. I'm telling you. Here he is.
So what we're gonna do? We have a new show. Hoss Cartwright, Little Joe, and Brian.
They're way funnier than I am, trust me.
Oh boy, I'm blushing for all three of us right now. Say it, Tony. Go ahead.
Well, no, we're on 1 o'clock in the afternoon, so I can't say it anymore. So we're all good.
Listen, everybody, I want to thank Brian for being on the show.
Yeah, seriously, yeah.
You're a fantastic singer.
Thank you,
So
guys.
we're going to be right back, everybody. Thank you.
You got it.
Come join us at the all-new Bobby Bettina's restaurant at the River in Rancho Mirage. Our menu features a broad selection of Mexican and American food choices available in the dining area and at the bar, and our fabulous happy hour from 4 to 6 p.m. 7 days a week. Bobby Bettina's is located on Highway 111 and Bob Hope Drive. Whether it's a nice quiet dinner for two or out with the gang, it's Bobby Bettina's, the place to be for a great time.
The saying goes, a picture is worth 1,000 words. At GRA's Visions, we create photography that speaks volumes and comes across loud and clear. Specializing in beautiful portraiture, we also offer photographic excellence from corporate to candid, in banquets or backyards, and from formal to fun. GRA's Visions is the only real answer to your photographic needs. So if you want it to look great, call 760-218-1938.
The Wine Lounge, trendy mid-century style lounge with outdoor patio, with mountain views, serving a large selection of wines, cocktails, and light foods, entertainment and special events with Leanne on Monday nights. The Wine Lounge. You can check our website, thewinelounge.com.
Ladies and gentlemen, you know what? I got to say this. You know what? Our star, Marco Antonelli, has been so fortunate on several occasions to be on stage with
David Foster.
You know, and by the time this show airs, we just had an opportunity to see you again at the McCallum Theater. Performing with David Foster.
Yes, 100%.
Can you believe that? Wow.
Thank you.
So this is a segment that we normally close the show on, but Tony and I want to devote this part to let Mark explain the experience that you had with David Foster.
Well, this was my third kind of round with David, and it was certainly an honor every single time. And this time was no different. It was even more so because I was able to sit second row to watch the whole thing. So to have him recognize me and to call me by name and to have him have me sing twice for him was in the same night was really something special.
You know, Mark, I'm going to tell you something. You are a star. You are just blossoming.
Thank you. With the help of everybody, and it's been really. Thank you guys.
We are so fortunate to have him.
So real quickly though, too, before we cancel out, where are you performing when you're here locally?
Fridays and Saturdays, I'm at Indian Wells Resort Hotel at IW Live, and then on Thursdays at Chef George's Picasso Lounge. We love you, Chef George. We miss you, man.
Yeah.
Perfect. Important that we said that. So, as it close to the show, the three of us always say, "Oh, Sonny Veloci, our guru over there, showing up."
In February?
Yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna be.
We're gonna extend the ending now.
Yeah. Rehearsals start in 2 weeks for the Andrea Bocelli concert in Las Vegas.
How about that?
So
wow. And you know what? We have to say one thing from the Tre Amici. Good night!
From Bobby Bettina's at the River Entertainment Complex in Rancho Mirage, California, it's the Mark and Tony Show, starring Mark Lantero and Tony Pomponio. Tonight's guest, singing sensation Joe Shavira, and vocal powerhouse Christine Love. Now, ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for your host and stars, Mark and Tony.
Crowd. Hey,
beautiful crowd. I want to thank everybody for showing up tonight, for Tony and myself.
Wow.
But first, let's get started.
Okay.
We're going to get started this way. Tony just celebrated a birthday this past weekend.
Yeah, 39.
And a few. But that being said, 39 and a few.
Yeah.
Anybody who did not attend the party, we wish you did. It was a great evening.
Oh, what a night.
Tony had a great turnout and everything turned out well. And what are you, 71?
No, like 67, really. 67? Yeah. Hey, I don't give a damn. I'm 67 years old, and I'm full of friggin' energy.
And there it is. I just set up that softball, and he hits it right out of the park, everybody. But that's just perfect.
However, we got a problem. Like we always have a problem with this guy.
What's the problem? What?
Problem is this. The next day, all I wanted to do was tape and watch the Rams football game, okay? So my cousin Luigi was in town. By the way, Luigi Zoni's my cousin. He came all the way from San Diego for my birthday, which I loved every minute of it.
Very interesting man, by the way.
Nice guy.
Yep.
So anyhow, I go, okay, we're going to go to breakfast. I'm going to put the game on. I'm going to tape it. I don't want to see nothing. Don't call me. I call my kids. Don't call me. No messages, no nothing. What happens? I get a message from this guy. The Rams are doing great. They're going to win the game.
No reason to look at that tape anymore, Tony. So anyway, listen, now that we got all the news out of the way, we're going to have a great show this evening. So we're going to go to a station break, and we'll be right back, everybody. So stay tuned.
Amp Cat City, local sports lounge with a festive outdoor patio, pool table, and darts. Serving a fine selection of craft cocktails, wine, draft beer, and light bar bites. Nightly entertainment with Angelica Gorgeous for Thursday night drag bingo for charity and the shadiest drag show in Cat City on Saturday nights. KJ Francie for Friday night karaoke. Stay for hot desert disco after the show. Visit our website, ampcatcity.com.
Kimball's unique boutique, located in beautiful downtown Palm Springs, is for women who are not afraid to attract attention. Our clothing is feminine, flirty, fun, and fabulous. Get the latest look. Large selection of jewelry, hats, and much more. Personalized service inspires our customers to keep coming back. Kimball's Boutique, across from the Hyatt in beautiful Palm Springs. We look forward to having you shop with us, and don't forget to mention the Mark and Tony Show for your 20% discount on your purchase.
Welcome back, everybody. Yeah. We have a special treat this evening, and I'm going to read it off this cue card because it's a long list. Our first guest is a singer, songwriter, pianist, guitarist, and an all-around entertainer. His new song, You Keep Me Breathing. Will you please welcome Mr. Joe Shavira?
Yeah.
keep me breathing when all hope it seems is gone. You give me love the way you look at me. You keep me breathing when I need a hand to touch. You pick me up and wipe away my tears. Oh yeah. Keep me breathing. Keep me breathing. Yeah. And I'm never gonna let it end. I could say a million reasons why I love you so. Understand the love I have is deep within my soul, and I promise to give it my all. I promise to give it my all. Keep me breathing when the loneliness kicks in. The echo sounds inside my room disappear when you come in. Keep me breathing when I need to hide and cry. Hold your picture to my heart, wipe the tears from my eyes. Oh, keep me breathing. Oh, keep me breathing. Yeah. And I'm never gonna let it end. I could say a million reasons why I love you so. Understand the love I have comes deep within my soul, and I promise to give it my all. Promise to give it my all. Keep me breathing when I'm breathless and I'm tired. The only thing in life I need is you right by my side. Oh yes. You keep me breathing.
Okay, folks, look, Joe Severin, awesome talent. You know, we've got a list of questions that we want to ask him, but what we decided to do, since Joe has got an overwhelming amount of stories that he wants to tell us, we're going to just throw it over to Joe. Joe, take it from here.
Okay, first of all, it's an honor to be on this show. These guys are great. Your audience, you're fantastic. So just for a second, clap for everybody here. You know?
There you go.
And I got some really good friends, Sharon, Al, Demir, that he's been a friend of mine for 10 years, and I ran into him tonight, and he's awesome. And Fleet. So here's my story. I came from a small town, and I had an old Texan father that taught, look your best, do your best in life. So I never did anything with the music, but when I was like 7 years old, my dad taught me the drums. So I learned like Buddy Rich, that style of jazz, the big jazz playing.
Yeah. Buddy Rich, huh?
Yeah. And just for a plug to my friend Al Demore, I didn't know he was a drummer too. He's pretty versatile. Yeah, it's great to see him here. So when I started off as a drummer when I was 7, and so you get this hardcore dad that was from Texas that joined the Army, was a paratrooper, combat jumper, on the boxing Army team, played football, so I copied all that. So I started writing tons of songs when I was a little kid. I go to Pasadena, and my grandma had a piano, so I just start playing it and just singing, I couldn't find anymore. I just, hit notes and I would self-taught, so I'd hit these notes and just try to sing these, whatever I can come up with. So then my journey took off into athletics, football, track, karate, weightlifting. I got a black belt in Kempo karate, and the coaches in football called me the Jet, Joey the Jet, because of my speed. Now this whole time, I don't tell anybody as I'm playing football, karate, I'm writing all these songs. So then I create, it's funny, my buddy here found this thing. Two Toes, 5 characters that went to Universal Studios in live costumes. The Raiders halftime. It's on YouTube if you just put Joe Chevere 2 Toes. They have 2 toes, 2 fingers, and I marketed them like there's no tomorrow. And I kept thinking, let's work together to build a better tomorrow. Yeah. So then it caught on. People said, what are they? They're from planet Pluto. I had to come up with a backstory. From planet Pluto, and you get to Earth on a UFO aircraft, right? Shape of a toe.
UFO.
A UFO. And they eat burritos, tamales, and they sell condominiums and Toleri, Tokyo. Everything was a toe thing.
So when did they arrive? Tomorrow?
Yeah, like Tony.
Hey, that's right. Hey,
there you go.
We're gonna rename him Tony. Tony.
Don't give him any more ammunition, please.
That's right. Go ahead.
I got to put up with this guy enough already.
That's all right. It's your floor. Go ahead.
Mark Tone, Tony. So this little guy and 4 other characters got me on a TV show, Kenny Loggins. I lived by Santa Barbara, and they had Jeff Bridges, Olivia Newton-John. It was a big telethon called Unity that raises money for low-income families, help feed them, buy clothes for the family. So I went on as Joe 2 Toes, and I would sign this autograph thing, and we'd go, please, give money today for a great cause. And then those guys would sing. So I told Don Cadish, the producer, next year, I don't want to do this. Can I sing? And so he heard some songs. 8 years later, I became an ambassador with Jeff Bridges on that show. And then I met Trini.
So Joe, I'm going to ask you, stop for 2 seconds here. Before we run out of time, you need to tell your story about Trini Lopez.
Okay, yeah. And so Trini, in 2015, incredible story. When I was a kid, do you remember The Dirty Dozen? Yeah. With Trini in that? Yeah. Marriage on the Rocks with Sinatra and Dean Martin. Well, I was just a kid watching this, and if somebody would have told me back then, you're going to grow up and write music for this guy, I would have never believed it. So leading up to Indian Wells, I met Trini, and he was winning a Lifetime Achievement Award. And he's walking up towards me, and somebody said, oh, Joe writes music. And then, Trini talks like this, and he moves his head, and he goes, oh, yeah. He says, what do you play? I said, piano, guitar, drums. He says, how many songs? I said, 600-700 songs. So I played a song right for him that night, and he gave me his phone number and says, let's make history, because he never wrote original music. So then we did 50 songs, 3 albums. We went to...
But wait a minute, hold it. We're going to be talking forever, but I want you to sing another song before we completely run out of time. Will you do that?
Okay,
for us?
yeah.
Let's do it.
Here we go.
That's right, get us another song.
Oh, baby, put on your sexy lingerie. I wanna see you drop on the floor. Ooh, baby, do all your magic tricks and make me scream and beg and ask for more. Ooh, baby, look deep into my eyes and let me know that I love in your soul. Ooh, baby, come on and give me love until the morning and the next afternoon. Tantalize, sweet surprise. Tantalize, you make me come alive. Tantalize, it's such a nice surprise. Tantalize, I think I'm coming alive. Yeah. my eyes and tell me everything that you want tonight. Ooh, baby, come on and give me love into the morning and the evening light. Ooh, baby, give all the living kisses and make me ask for more. Ooh, baby, give me all the good love. I really, really want some more. Tantalize, sweet surprise. Tantalize, you make me feeling alive. Tantalize, I think I'm coming alive. Tantalize, you're such a wonderful surprise. Yeah. Ooh, tantalize. Ooh, tantalize.
Come join us at the all-new Bobby Bettina's restaurant at the river in Rancho Mirage. Our menu features a broad selection of Mexican and American food choices available in the dining area and at the bar, and our fabulous happy hour from 4 to 6 p.m. 7 days a week. Bobby Bettina's is located on Highway 111 and Bob Hope Drive. Whether it's a nice quiet dinner for two or out with the gang, it's Bobby Bettina's, the place to be for a great time.
The saying goes, a picture is worth 1,000 words. At GRA's Visions, we create photography that speaks volumes and comes across loud and clear. Specializing in beautiful portraiture, we also offer photographic excellence from corporate to candid, in banquets or backyards, and from formal to fun. GRA's Visions is the only real answer to your photographic needs. So if you want it to look great, call 760-218-1938.
Welcome back, everybody, to the Mark and Tony Show. We have another treat. Tony, please.
Hey, everybody. Our next guest is a powerful young singer. She's originally from the Philippines and has performed all over the world. And we're very lucky to have her here tonight with us. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Christine Love.
I'll never
tell me, was she fantastic or was she fantastic? I was already melted in my chair over here.
Okay, so moving right along. That's my partner, Tony. I got to tell you. Okay, so the one question I need to ask right off the bat before Tony kind of steals the interview. Talk to us a little bit about Dodger Stadium.
Oh my goodness, that was unforgettable. I had a dream to perform there, so when I moved here from the Philippines, that was one of my biggest dreams. So
Really?
I was blessed to have an audition for it, and I got to sing for 56,000 people. So that was incredible. It was an incredible experience. And
Electricity running through the stadium when you were up there singing.
Oh my goodness. It was like, oh my God, I got to sing the Star Spangled Banner, and I just moved here from the Philippines, and it was incredible. It was, oh my goodness. Yeah, it felt incredible.
Well, I
I'm
had to
truly
ask that
thankful.
question because that had to be electricity, like I said, and
Yes.
singing in front of that many people and having the
Being
opportunity.
on the grounds of the Dodger Stadium.
And doing what you really wanted to do. So kudos to you. Congratulations
Thank you, Mark.
on
Thank
that.
you so much.
That's great.
I'm telling you, I can't
Dream
believe it.
come true. Dream come true. Definitely.
Okay, so this is the part of the interview where Tony kind of takes over because I don't get a word in edgeways. So Tony, please go ahead.
It's okay. Everything's good.
Okay, please.
So, opening for Michael Bolton.
Yes.
What about that?
Yes. So, oh my goodness, that was like, oh my goodness. So, this was in the Philippines. Thank you. I was jamming with a band in a hotel, which happened to be the hotel where Michael Bolton and the whole crew were staying. So I was just jamming with the band. I was super young, and then somebody approached me and my mom, and then they said, "How would you like to open up for Michael Bolton?" And I was like, "What?" And then I was like out of my chair. Is this really happening? And I knew his songs. He still had the long hair when he came to the Philippines. That was one of my first biggest breaks as well. It was at the Araneta Coliseum. It's one of the biggest venues in the Philippines. So I got to open for Michael Bolton. So that is something I truly am so thankful for, those opportunities
Well,
that
you
came.
have a wonderful voice, and
Thank
it just
you, Mark.
exudes, and people want to see and hear you sing.
After
my
that
purpose.
performance, does anybody know Clive Davis?
I do.
You gotta hook him up with this guy.
called. She wants her voice back.
I'm telling you, man, it was unbelievable.
Thank you so much for having me here. I am
Yeah.
honored to be here, and it's such a great pleasure to be on your show.
Well, we appreciate it.
We appreciate it.
I got to say one thing. One day I walked into the Marriott Desert Springs, and Chrissy said, "There's this young lady. I want you to come in here." And this is a big cavernous room, right? All of a sudden, I hear this big voice from the front door. I'm going, man, this woman must just be a. You know. I walked out. Where is she? All 3'4" of her over here.
You got that
You know
one.
what? Another thing too. Tell us about your daughter. I mean, she's
Yes.
old enough to have children.
Oh, Tony, you guys are sweet. Yes, I have a daughter, and she's a singer-songwriter, and she is actually going to be on your show.
There you go.
That's it.
On March 20th. Her name is Chenza.
How old is she?
She's 20.
Did we plan this or did we plan it right now? And,
Christy Rucci. All because of Christy Rucci here.
That's right.
well,
She's
Christy
wonderful.
Roche, we thank you
you.
all the audience.
It's right there, folks.
Yes, that's my Filipino album. But
Okay, let's hear about
the
that.
one that I performed at here in America
Okay.
after the Dodger Stadium was another dream venue. It's Herb
Okay.
Alpert's Vibrato in Bel Air.
Ah, there you go.
Yes.
Okay.
And so that was another. Thank you.
So, what are the venues that you're singing at out here?
I'm performing at the Jolene's Bar and Lounge in Palm Desert. You guys came to watch my show last night.
right.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
I will be back on the 28th of January, and then I also perform at the beautiful JW Marriott Lobby
Yes.
Bar on February 15 and 16, and I believe, I think it's 18 and 19, and 25 and 26. So 2 weekends, JW Marriott, and also at the Renaissance Esmeralda in Indian Wells. And I'm thankful to God for being able to do what I love to do.
Well, you sing.
I am-
You sing so beautifully. So
Thank
I
you,
mean,
Mark.
These
Thank
venues
you,
are
Tony.
perfect for you.
Please
So
check out my
everybody, come up here.
website. Maybe my website. Yeah, they
Yeah.
can check out
Tell them about your
everything.
website.
Yeah, give the website out.
ChristineLoveMusic.com. So it's CH.
Hold it. Say it one more time. I want to make sure the audience gets it. Say it one more time.
ChristineLoveMusic.com.
There you go.
There it is.
You got a fantastic audience. Thank you. Thank you for having me.
All right, everybody, we're going to be right back. Tony, you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready, but I'm trying to figure out what Sully would do with making a pizza over there.
Let's go. We'll be right back.
Come join us at the all-new Bobby Bettina's restaurant at the River in Rancho Mirage. Our menu features a broad selection of Mexican and American food choices available in the dining area and at the bar, and our fabulous happy hour from 4 to 6 p.m. 7 days a week. Bobby Bettina's is located on Highway 111 and Bob Hope Drive. Whether it's a nice quiet dinner for two or out with the gang, it's Bobby Bettina's, the place to be for a great time.
We have the luxury of having the presence of Mr. Mark Antonelli, our MC, a fantastic singer. Thank you. So, as Sonny was yelling at Tony and I, like he always does, could you tell us where you're performing?
Well,
would you let everybody know?
Absolutely. I do perform on Thursdays at Chef George's Picasso Lounge. We miss you, Chef George, so much. We love you, man. We love you. And he's such a great guy to everybody. And also every Friday and Saturday at Indian Wells Resort Hotel, along with Broadway legend Patricia Welch.
Great concert.
On a side note, we got to talk about this. You.
What do I do now?
I would like everybody to go on Facebook and get Errol Flynn over here to cut his hair in the back because it's really getting too long.
All right, now wait a minute. Hey, listen, the party's in the back, okay? So what I'm gonna do is this, real quick, we gotta go. I'm gonna put it up on Facebook. Should I get a haircut or not? Okay? I need everybody to vote, all right? We gotta go!
From Bobby Bettina's at the River Entertainment Complex in Rancho Mirage, California, it's the Mark and Tony Show, starring Mark Lantero and Tony Pomponio. Tonight's guests, singer Trish Hatley with Mark Caney, and singer-entertainer Darcy Daniels. Now, ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for your host and stars, Mark and Tony.
Oh! What a crowd! Look at this crowd!
Thank you, everybody, for showing up tonight. As we say, or as Tony and I say together, we thank everybody because none of this happens without the audience, without the television with Fox Network. So we want to make sure we thank you. Now, that being said,
here we go.
What happened to your hair?
What do you mean what happened to my hair?
Well, here, in case you didn't know, we had something going on Facebook that it was either Tony cut your hair or Tony not cut your hair.
Okay.
And a lot of people said, don't cut your hair. And all of a sudden, I don't know who you are. You're like a different guy.
Well, let me get this straight. So,
who are you?
Well, who am I?
Who are you?
I'm a somebody, okay?
Okay.
Anyway, so here's the deal. So we did this thing on Facebook where I asked everyone, should I get a haircut or not? And honestly, I really like my long hair. However, Ruthie Darling, who is a wonderful author, said something that was very, very important. She said, Tony, happy wife, happy life. So I went and got a haircut, okay? You know why? Because the wife wanted me to cut my hair. There she is, right there. It's all your fault.
Everybody, give it up to Franny.
It's all Franny's fault. That's it. I lost my locks. I no longer have the party. Wait a minute. Talk about parties in the back. What's going on over here? Okay, he's trying to take my place now. That's all there is to it. I can't
Mullets are back in, everybody. Mullets are back in, just so you know.
You know what? Because of you, I get no respect now. That's it. I'm done. I'm finished.
All right, so let's switch gears a little bit,
Okay.
Mr. No Respect. Did anybody watch any of the football games this weekend?
Rams, let's go.
Well, you already gave the lead in. Is there anybody Rams fans out
Yeah,
here?
Rams, yeah.
All right, well, all that being said, Tony and I watched a lot of football this weekend. My hair turned white. He dyed his hair.
I ended up in a
all
hospital.
that being said, listen, I'm glad that the Rams won. I'm glad that Cincinnati won. But that being said, we'll be right back, everybody. Stay tuned.
Amp Cat City, local sports lounge with a festive outdoor patio, pool table, and darts. Serving a fine selection of craft cocktails, wine, draft beer, and light bar bites. Nightly entertainment with Angelique Gorgeous for Thursday night drag bingo for charity and the shadiest drag show in Cat City on Saturday nights. KJ Francie for Friday night karaoke. Stay for hot desert disco after the show. Visit our website, ampcatcity.com.
Kimball's unique boutique, located in beautiful downtown Palm Springs, is for women who are not afraid to attract attention. Our clothing is feminine, flirty, fun, and fabulous. Get the latest look. Large selection of jewelry, hats, and much more. Personalized service inspires our customers to keep coming back. Kimball's Boutique, across from the Hyatt in beautiful Palm Springs. We look forward to having you shop with us, and don't forget to mention the Mark and Tony Show for your 20% discount on your purchase.
Welcome back, everybody, to the Mark and Tony Show. Again, we want to thank you for watching, looking at Tony, watching myself. But that aside, I have the pleasure, everybody. Our first guest is a fabulous vocalist.
Yes.
She's a singer. She's out here in the Valley. She does a lot of work. Joining her tonight is Mark Caney. Ladies and gentlemen, would you do me the honors of introducing Miss Trish Atlee?
It's no good unless he loves you all the way.
Happy to be near you when you need someone to cheer you all the way.
Taller than the tallest trees. That's how it's got to feel.
Deeper than the deep blue sea is. That's how deep it goes if it's real.
When somebody needs you,
When somebody needs you,
unless they need you.
all the way. Through the good early years and through all the in-between years, come what may. Who knows where the road will lead us? Only a fool would say.
If you let me love you,
If you're gonna love me,
it's for sure I'm gonna love you.
all the way, all the way.
Goes on,
The beat goes on. The drums keep pounding a rhythm to the brain. La-di-da-di-dee, la-di-da-di-da.
a joystick was once the rager heart.
History has turned the page on.
The miniskirt's still the current thing on.
Teeny bop with the newborn king.
The beat goes on,
The beat goes on. The drums keep pounding rhythm to the brain. La-di-da-di-dee, la-di-da-di-da.
and the beat goes on,
And the beat goes on.
and the beat goes on,
And the beat goes on.
and the beat goes
On and on and on and on and on and on and on. Thank you.
Well, we're here with Trish and Mark. And my first question, which is, I mean, you both sound beautiful when you're singing up there.
That was awesome and terrific.
Thank
The
you.
collaboration, how you two met, how did this all begin?
I don't know, but we worked.
That's a loaded question.
I know. It's like, how did we meet? We met at the Purple Room, didn't we? I
Yeah,
don't
she
know.
picked me up.
I picked him up. Anyway, we started singing together and worked there for a couple years.
Okay, so explain the Purple Room so the audience and the viewers know what the Purple Room's
The
about.
Purple Room is the finest
supper club in the valley.
Yeah.
It's probably from the old school, and it's retained that feeling.
It's where the
Michael
rat.
Holmes.
It's where the Rat Pack got their start.
Yes,
So it really is fun.
Okay. So that's how
Yeah.
you two started.
That's how we
back then.
started.
Okay.
And we liked playing together.
And when was this? How long ago was this?
About 3 years ago.
Well, before COVID, so 4 years ago. Yeah. 4 years ago.
Okay.
Yeah, so we play and have a lot of fun, and I love to sing. I have a 3-part vocal group I work with up north, and so vocal harmonies are fun, and Mark sings. A piano player that sings is really a big deal.
Okay, so other than the Purple Room, real quick, Tony, other than the Purple Room, so where are the other venues that you're at then?
Well, we play the country clubs, like Desert Princess Country Clubs, and we're for
Okay.
hire. We are. So we do
Plug.
private parties and things like that.
Take a note.
Mark
So
plays.
audience, please, if you need singers, here we go.
Yeah. TrishHatley.com. There you go.
There.
I do mostly the Great American Songbook. My
Yeah.
parents were musicians,
That's
and
great.
And I grew up listening to all of that. So, and Mark comes a little bit more from the popish side, don't
Pop
you?
side,
Yeah.
yep.
So together, I get to do stuff that I never do. So it's fun.
Yeah, we reinvent a lot of music. Too.
We
So
do.
it's a good mesh, the two of you together, then,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, you seem like
Okay.
you guys love working together. I see
Yeah.
I see the eye contact. I see the camaraderie.
Your sound is perfect.
It's awesome.
Thank you.
Talking about your musical parents, okay? You brought
Yes.
it up. Tell us a little bit about all that.
Well, to me, the most important music of all kind is swing. It's got to swing, It don't got that thing if it don't swing. And my mother played bass guitar.
Really?
And so she played bass guitar till she was 8.5 months pregnant with me. So and she really swung hard. Wasn't fancy, but swung hard until she met, that's another story. But anyway, so I came out.
For all the stories, keep them going.
Bottom line is I came out swinging, see, so I get to say that. But she played country music, Patsy Cline, and sang all that great stuff, and she's so good. Then she met my stepdad, which was just a jazz guitar player, and then the rest is history.
Yeah.
Pete and Ellie forever.
Wow. Isn't that awesome?
It was
That's so
awesome
cool.
for 25 years. They played 6 nights a week, and then he cheated on her, and they got divorced, and that was the end of it.
Sounds like a country
All right,
song.
so before all that started, so a little backdrop on you both. So where are you both from?
Cincinnati, Ohio, originally.
Okay.
Live in
All right.
Michigan now.
Okay.
Oh, you live in Michigan.
Yeah.
Nice and cold, huh?
You know what?
A Detroit guy right
That's
here.
why we're here.
All right.
And that's why I'm
Okay.
here, and that's why you're going back. I ain't going
During the fall.
No,
during the
thank you.
fall.
We snowbirds. I'm from north of Seattle, the San Juan Islands, Anacortes, a little teeny town.
Technically, you guys are snowbirds.
Yes.
And you come out here this time of the year,
Yeah.
and you offer your talent, and you get hired by the local country clubs or what have you.
We have the best of both worlds.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah, and
That's
then we
great
go,
job.
but when it gets too hot here,
Then we go our
you know,
separate
then we
ways.
go-
We go back home, and
Yep,
she goes
yep.
back to places
So
in
you
Seattle.
both do your own gigs then
Yes.
back?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah. And Mark plays at the Purple Room 4 nights a week, backing all the singers.
Wow.
So Mark, how long have you been doing that?
How old are you?
Oh, wait a minute. No,
what time is it?
No, that's too much. Mark is only 25, everybody. Oh, wait a minute. I'm 25. He's 26.
Ah, geez, here we go.
Got you beat. All my life,
Yeah.
since I was 5.
Really? You
5?
started playing 5 years old.
Piano lessons at 5. Thanks, Mom.
Wow.
That's great. Lucky you, because I got
Yes.
forced to play the accordion when I was 5.
And I
Not a
play
good thing.
accordion.
Do you play the piano at all?
One hand. One hand.
Well, no, wait a minute. So wait a minute. I mean, Tony always says this, but he never explains why. So, Tony, explain why you play with one hand on the piano.
Because my right hand, well, my left hand is busy doing, never mind. My left hand
It's an
plays
afternoon show, Tony, remember.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that. So my right hand plays the keyboard. My left hand is trained to play buttons. And you know what? Once I did it for years. It's not about me right now. It's about these guys. But realistically, I'm always in awe when I see a keyboard player singing because I cannot play the accordion and sing at the same time. So that's an extremely interesting talent. So did you start singing from the very beginning? We start playing keyboard,
No.
or did that come later?
Not until the Beatles, Beach Boys came along did I have a voice.
Oh, really? Oh,
I played
gosh.
nothing but classical piano for years and
Well,
years.
yeah, really?
And I realized
Wow.
I could make a lot more money and score the girls if I sang.
You know,
And it worked?
I thought the same thing, and my dad said, "No, Anthony, you're going to play the accordion. Forget about the Beatles over here." You know, I don't understand.
And
this
again,
stuff.
folks, this is an afternoon show, just so everybody knows before we go off the rails.
So, anyway, let's talk about your CDs.
I just brought you CDs, and
Enough
you
of
can
that.
give them away to your audience. I have 8 of them, but you only get 6 because the other one's at Christmas
Promo.
CD and I can't find it.
No. We want you to give everything away to the audience. This is your time, so please make it happen.
Well, anyway, they're all good. It's all arranged by this great. Aren't they good? They're really good. It's good stuff. I've been played all over the world. I love that. And then the other one that didn't come in here is in Japan. So,
okay.
But I'll go out and hand some around.
All right, so that being said, she's going to go out and hand everything away. We'll be right back. Right, Tony? So we make sure we stare. We'll be right back.
Come join us at the all-new Bobby Bettina's restaurant at the River in Rancho Mirage. Our menu features a broad selection of Mexican and American food choices available in the dining area and at the bar, and our fabulous happy hour from 4 to 6 p.m. 7 days a week. Bobby Bettina's is located on Highway 111 and Bob Hope Drive. Whether it's a nice quiet dinner for 2 or out with the gang, it's Bobby Bettina's, the place to be for a great time.
The saying goes, a picture is worth 1,000 words. At GRA's Visions, we create photography that speaks volumes and comes across loud and clear. Specializing in beautiful portraiture, we also offer photographic excellence from corporate to candid, in banquets or backyards, and from formal to fun. GRA's Visions is the only real answer to your photographic needs. So if you want it to look great, call 760-218-1938.
Welcome back to the Mark and Tony Show.
Yep.
So, Tony, please do the honors of our next guest, please.
Oh, thank you very much, Mark. Our next guest is a hometown favorite. Not only is she a fine singer, but a great actress, as well as a good friend. Yes. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Darcy Daniels.
Give it up, everybody.
Rock home when I need you, my heart's on fire. Oh, you come to me, wild and wilder. Oh, you come to me, give me everything I need. Give me a lifetime of promises and a world of dreams. Hey, speak the language of love like you know what it means. Oh, hey, this can't be wrong. Take my heart and make it strong, boy. You're simply the best. Are you better than all the rest? You're better than anyone I've ever met. Whoa, I'm stuck on your heart, baby. I hang on every word you say. Don't tear us apart. You know I'd rather be dead. Now in your eyes I see the stars of every night and every day. In your eyes I get lost, I get washed away. Whoa, hey, this can't be wrong. Take my heart and make it strong, boy. You're simply the best. Oh, you're better than all the rest. You're better than anyone and anything I've ever met. Whoa, I'm stuck on your heart. us apart. You know I'd rather be dead. Oh, you're simply the best.
Wow! That was fabulous, everybody.
Are you kidding me?
Was she great or was she great? Now, this is a segment where we ask a lot of questions since I'm going to sit back since these two have history. Wait a minute. Hold it. Before you do that, I just want one sip.
Well, then I'm going to go for it, too. Is there vodka in this?
No. Mine's just water. You may have vodka. I don't know.
Yeah, we drink water on set these days.
Right,
Yeah.
so, Tony, the show is yours, Tony.
Well, you know what? I
Talk to me, Tony.
First of all, I got to say something here. You know, you're singing the Purple Room, but we have to acknowledge a gentleman in the house, and you sing at his place. Mr. Pete Penta, where is he?
Stand up, Pete, stand up, Pete, stand up.
You know, Pete owns Pete's Hideaway. Him and his daughter Wendy, great people. We have had our show there for a while as well. We thank Pete for allowing us to shoot there before we became more of a Mid-Valley thing, so we can do our thing out here. But we always are very thankful for Pete launching our show.
We love our Pete.
And real quickly, Pete's got a tender spot in my heart that he's been very good and gracious to Tony and I.
Yeah, absolutely.
And Pete, Pam, everybody, and Wendy.
He's a brother.
They've been very gracious to us, and I wanted to make sure I extend the olive branch out. He's been the best. He's like a big brother. He's taken good care of us, and I hope that continues. So,
Yeah,
thank you,
yeah.
Pete.
Yeah, but I got to tell you, though. Well, Mark, if you put that olive branch out there, he's going to marinate him. Okay, I know him really well. He's
It's
going
an
to marinate.
Italian thing.
Oh.
We'll do it.
Okay. Yes. So I'm at Pete's Hideaway every Friday. Yes. And they have entertainment there. I think right now we have it 4 nights a week. Pete's Hideaway is at 665 or 655. Please bear with me. I'm 49 now. So, but it's something like that, but right down in Palm Springs. So Pete's Hideaway, it's wonderful. I love the music. It's Cheers.
The man stands at the door and hugs you the minute you walk in the door.
Yeah, he's
you know, you
loved.
feel like you're at home. So, you know, and then you walk in and Darcy's over there singing. What else you want in life? Come on.
Oh my
And
gosh.
you know, Tony's up on the dance floor dancing, and that ain't a sight you want to see.
I thought it was beautiful.
You know.
Well, maybe.
I thought this segment was about Darcy, okay? You were going to make fun of me
what the
dancing.
heck?
I gotta make fun of you.
All right.
I gotta
Anyway,
make fun.
talk-
Go ahead, Darcy.
let's talk about how you founded the Desert Jam Session.
Okay, all right. I'd rather talk about what my favorite color is. But
Okay, well, then
I'm joking. No, but I do want to tell you because I said about Pete's Hideaway on Fridays, and I'm also at the Purple Room. I know we touched on that earlier, but the Purple Room is very close to my heart. And Mark Caney, who was here a little bit earlier, he plays for me on Wednesday nights. And they were telling you about it's the total Rat Pack. Wednesday is all Rat Pack music. We can't do anything new. We have to do everything in the Rat Pack era. It's fun. It's great. And I have Charles Herrera sings with me, Michael Holmes, and myself. And we have a lot of harmonies. And
How long have you been there, Darcy? How long have you been performing over at the Purple Room?
geez, maybe 3 or 4 years now.
Okay, and like Darcy's saying, it's all of the Rat Pack theme.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah, it's really kind of a cool vibe when you go there.
And
Yeah.
Tony said it perfectly. It's
Yeah.
a vibe
It is
of
a
when the
vibe.
fellows used to frequent that place back
Well,
in the
yeah,
day.
you know, the story, supposedly the Purple Room is haunted. And I do believe that because lights go on and things get moved. That's what happened. Oh, yeah. And so this was like, I think when it opened, 1959, 1960. Thank you, Mark. Wikipedia's in the audience. Okay.
Mark
Yeah,
from
so-
the audience brings it back.
Yeah, we have historians in the office.
We do, thank God. But 1960, and I know Mark's I'm gonna get in trouble for this because I tell this story wrong every time. But it was Frank Sinatra in singing dirge after dirge. It was a quiet night, and Roberta King, who is still alive in the desert, played piano, and Frank was throwing $100 bills into her tip jar, and he went up to the stage and he said, "Hey, she said, I'm going to go on a break," and he said, "When you come back, I want you to play for me." And Roberta King is like, "Oh, no, I'm not going to play for Sinatra," right? So she was all nervous. So she took a break and went, and they couldn't find her. And they finally found her in the girls' restroom, and they had to pull her out. They said, "It's time for you to play for Mr. Sinatra." And she goes, "Well, I can't play. I can't do that. And I need this job. I have a 9-year-old son at home. I need this job." And they said, well, here, have this. It was actually, I think, Tony Carreri who said, here, have a drink. And she goes, I don't drink. And he goes, you do now. So she took the drink and went up on stage, and she's playing, and Frank is singing dirge after dirge. And a dirge is a slow, heavy, burdensome song. And he's singing them, I lost my love, la, la, la. And then out of the dark comes somebody who says, come on, you got to sing it like a paisan. And out walks Dean Martin. He gets up on the stage and he sings, when the moon hits your eye like, and he's singing all this wonderful Italian music. And then out of the dark comes another voice that says, hey man, you got to put a little soul into it. And up walks Sammy Davis Jr.
Oh man.
And the three of them got up there, they kibitz, they just had a great time. And there was a A&R representative in the audience who said, you guys have to take this to Vegas. And it was created there. Wow. You know, you could say it was created, founded there, whatever, but that's where
it all started.
That's where it started.
Give it up, everybody. There's a little history in the room here tonight about the Purple Room.
We could go on and on. We're going to be back on. We're going to talk some more stories. But with that said, what do you say, brother? We will be right back.
Come join us at the all-new Bobby Bettina's restaurant at the River in Rancho Mirage. Our menu features a broad selection of Mexican and American food choices available in the dining area and at the bar, and our fabulous happy hour from 4 to 6 p.m. 7 days a week. Bobby Bettina's is located on Highway 111 and Bob Hope Drive. Whether it's a nice quiet dinner for two or out with the gang, it's Bobby Bettina's, the place to be for a great time.
Everybody to the Mark and Tony Show. Again, Tony and I want to thank our guests and everybody for participating and watching the show on the Fox Network.
Yep.
Tony, say it.
Thursday at 1 o'clock.
There you go. Yep. And every Monday night.
We're here, except in February, we're going to move to Sunday nights.
Exactly.
And there'll be some announcements as well for Super Bowl. We're going to be moving it up a little earlier in the day. We'll probably have a Super Bowl party afterwards here. So anyway, but with that said, we want to make sure that we give our boy props here. What have you been up to lately?
Hold it, everybody. This is Mark Antonelli.
Really? Nobody knows who he is?
Not everybody in the audience.
Hey.
Now wait a minute. We jab back and forth, everybody. This is Mark Antonelli.
Really?
Not only is he a professional singer, Mark, who have you been traveling back and forth to Las Vegas to perform with?
Andrea Bocelli.
So that being said, this was the perfect lead-in, so Mark could say that. So Tony, what were you going to say now?
I was going to actually repeat what you say all the time. Give it up.
The audience already gave it up. So Mark, tell us what's been happening.
I guess I'm a little late.
Well, it's been truly a remarkable few months. Forget a week. We started rehearsals for the Andrea Bocelli Valentine's Night concert. That's coming up on February 18th at the MGM Grand Garden Arena in Las Vegas. So that's certainly an overwhelming thank you.
So now everybody, give it up for Mark Antonelli.
There you go. There it is. Give it up. Guess what? Hey, good night, everybody.
No, we're gonna extend that. So all three of us. All right,
ready?
Mark, you ready?
3, 2, 1.
With that said, everybody have a great night. Good night, everybody.
Wait. We're on at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. What did we say good night, everybody?
Let's go. All right, everybody. Here we go again. Mark, ready? Yes. Have a great afternoon, everybody.
Yay. Enjoy your afternoon.
Hi, I'm Mark Lantero.
And I'm Tony Pomponio.
We're here to tell you, if you missed the show on Thursdays, no worries.
You can catch a show and all of our previous shows on YouTube 24/7.
Just go to the YouTube search bar and type in The Mark and Tony Show.
The Mark and Tony Show. Be there.
Live from Oscar's downtown Palm Springs, California, it's The Mark and Tony Show, starring Mark Lantero and Tony Pomponio. Tonight's guest singers, Christy King and Mark Antonelli. Now, ladies and gentlemen, give it up for the stars of the show, Mark and Tony.
Oh, what a crowd, huh? What a crowd, and it is. It's a great crowd.
I need to move over a
Yeah,
little bit
let's move
we're on
over
that
here,
mark
so
here.
we're
So
on
that's
that mark.
perfect. So then we can see the
Now we're on the big stage, so we're doing good.
So speaking of the stage,
Yes,
what do
sir.
you think of all of this? This is pretty
Oh,
exciting.
this is overwhelming. You know what? We have worked so hard to get to this point, and I'm
Yes,
telling
we
you,
have.
we thank everyone for being here tonight. We thank Oscars for having us here.
We thank Dan.
Dan Gore.
It all starts
Yes.
with Dan.
Exactly right.
Dan was the
Exactly.
one that got this ball rolling
Yep.
for us. So,
You know-
Dan, wherever you're out there in the lights, if you're here, we thank you.
Just a short time ago, this was just an idea from our spin-off show, Mark's Place.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
Look where we are now.
And we're right here on center stage.
Yep.
And you know what? We need to do a special shout out, though, too.
Yes.
The guy that does this. The guy that does this.
And does this.
And does all that stuff.
Does
Mr.
this.
Sonny Veloci. Isn't
Yes.
that his name,
That's
right?
it. I think
our producer?
Yeah, he's the guy.
Yeah. The guy that's in charge.
Yep.
The guy that tries to keep you and I straight because, when we go out, we have a great time.
Yeah, well, it's a little
So-
tough for him. He's got a lot more gray hair these days than he used to.
Yeah, well, putting up with us, that would be the case.
Yep,
So
yep.
anyway, you like it, right?
I think it's
love
awesome.
this
I
place.
can't wait. I'm so excited. I am so excited to be filming here. We're going to have a great time. There's a beautiful place for our audience to sit.
Exactly.
We're on a famous stage, by the
We're
way.
on a stage. Yeah, there's a lot of popularity that came with this.
Absolutely.
Priscilla Presley was here.
Deanne Warwick.
Deanna Warwick.
Yeah.
We have the ladies from Knott's Landing were here. Michelle Lee,
Yep.
Donna Mills, and
Joan Van Art. Yes.
So, I mean, there's a lot of stars that have come about. And now, hopefully we're the future stars.
Well,
that
we
are
finally
here.
got promoted 12 inches off the ground. How about that?
Exactly. Now I actually feel like I'm 6'2". So that's good.
me
So
see.
anyway, don't
Well,
get started. Don't
all
get started.
right,
So
all right,
anyway,
all right,
that
all right.
being said, we had a great evening last night. We had a lot of spots. Had a lot. See a lot of entertainers.
Never a dull
right?
moment. Never a dull moment.
No.
Now we're in Palm Springs, so we got to make our rounds in this town now.
Oh
right?
boy.
Oh boy, look out.
Uber. We need an Uber driver. So if anyone's listening, please make sure you get in contact with Tony.
Why
So-
me? It's always me. It's always me about the tab, by the way. I don't understand this.
Well,
okay?
because,
hey, everybody, drinks are on Tony. Hey, Uber's
As a matter of
on
fact,
Tony.
drinks are on.
Dinner's on Tony. What the frick is going on over here?
Drinks are on Tony. So, I just,
Here we go again.
So anyway, who's on the show tonight?
Oh.
Who is this gentleman that I hear echoing in the background?
Marco Antonelli.
Well, very, very good. And I have the honor of introducing Miss Christy King to our stage. Christy, excellent young lady.
So, ladies and gentlemen,
Miss Christy King.
Boy, close your eyes. Let that rhythm get into you. Don't try to fight it. There ain't nothing that you can do. Relax your mind. Lay back and groove with mine. You gotta feel that beat. And we're gonna rock the boogie, share that beat of love. I wanna rock with you all night, rock you into day. I wanna rock with you all night, rock the night away. Out on the floor, there ain't nobody there. Boy, when you dance, there's a magic that must be love. Just take it slow, 'cause we've got so far to go. When you feel that heat, and we're gonna rock the boogie, share that beat of love. I wanna rock with you all night, rock you into day. I wanna rock with you all night, rock the night away. And when the groove is dead and gone, yeah, you know the love mine, and you can rock forever. I wanna rock with you, I wanna groove with you wanna rock with you. I wanna groove with you all night. Yeah, sunlight. Rock with you all night. Rock right away. I wanna rock with you all night. Rock you into day. Sunlight. Rock all night. Rock right away. Yeah. All night. Sunlight. All night. Rock right away. Yeah.
One of the Valley's best, everybody. Christy, thank you for coming on the show.
My pleasure. Thanks for having me, guys.
Oh, no, we love having you on the show. You
Yeah.
add a lot of class to Tony and I, so, you know.
Thank you. You can thank my mother for that.
There's an
Well,
absolute.
and your mother's in the audience,
My
so
mom is
we
here
need
tonight.
we need to thank you too.
I call her Rita, Pita, Margarita.
And they're all good.
So, Chris, we want to thank you, by the way, for being here in our first
Yeah.
show here at Oscars.
Exactly.
Well,
Yes.
And we know that you just got back from Vegas today, didn't you?
Yeah,
So how
2
things-
o'clock.
What are things going?
So right off the road and right on the stage. So yeah, like
Well,
I'm
I
saying,
mean,
what
I
happened?
had about an hour. I would come home and check on my mom and changed my clothes. I did shower last week, so I was fine.
Oh boy!
But
you look fantastic.
Yeah, well, for somebody that
I
does shower, look pretty
I
good.
got
to me.
up early this morning so I could get it all together before we got on the road. So
what's going on in Vegas?
Yeah, talk to us.
Well, you know, Vegas is just a place that I've been going for many, many years. I used to perform there. I think I told you this the first time I did your show, which I think I was on your very first show.
Yes, so you're the first. Hey,
First-
give it up,
first-
everybody. I had to say the line one time for Sonny. Give it up.
It's favorite line, by the way.
So back in those days, which, you know, was a long time ago, I was one of the lead singers in the Playboys Girls of Rock and Roll show. And for those of you who don't know, that was at the Maxim Hotel, which is now something else.
I remember
Right
the
behind
Maxim.
the Barbary Coast there on that side street, and across from the MGM. And it was one of the best jobs I ever had. I mean, it was just an amazing time. So every time I go back there, I think of those times. And I did a lot of other shows. I sang in lounges, and I was at the Dunes with my mother. My mom and I had a show. We were called The Jewels, and that was a sold-out performance.
How about that?
And that was at the Dunes before they blew it up and turned it into the Bellagio, which is one of my favorite hotels. So a lot of memories. And then I really didn't go for many, many years. I sort of lost my taste in Vegas. And then maybe about a year and a half ago, it just seemed like it started booming again. You know, COVID was still happening, but people were getting out and it had opened up. So we went out there just to check it out and wound up, you know, falling in love with it and getting a high-rise condo. So we have a place to hang our hat when we're there. And we're working on a project right now that we cannot discuss. But
Your secret's safe with us in the audience. No one else will know about it.
Only on TV.
If all goes well, we'll be working on something that would be very exciting. And if not, it's just still a great place to be.
Well, hopefully, when the time comes, we'll have you back on the show and you can make an announcement.
Sure,
How
you
about
can
that?
make an announcement. And in the meantime, though, congratulations on the news that you cannot tell everybody yet.
Oh, you're so welcome. Thank you.
So,
Yes.
so congratulations on that.
Thank you.
So listen, tell us a little bit about what you're doing these days. Where are you
let the
performing?
audience know where you're at.
So busy that it's insane.
Well, give the audience
I'm
a
happy.
know.
Well, I've been working at 2 different resorts, the Westin Mission Hills, which is such a great place. They treat me so good, and I work there with my piano player Leon Biscara.
Great guy.
And Tom Scaramello is the GM there, and he is the nicest, kindest, most generous GM I've ever worked for. Spoils us rotten, treats us great. So thank you, Tom.
Great guy.
And the Westin is a great place to go. In the lounge, you just check my website, ChristyKing.com, and it always tells you everywhere I'm at. I gets changed every couple days to add or subtract. There's no cover charge. There's free self-parking. You can't beat it. And then on Thursdays, I'm at the Indian Wells Resort.
Very nice.
Which
Another
is,
great establishment.
yeah.
Yes, how about that?
Yeah, another one.
It's so beautiful there. And then I'm with Doug Ledesma, my saxophone player there. And it's a beautiful stage. And the food is magnificent. And again, Dave McNichols Dave Nichols is the GM there, and he is another champ.
So before we run out of time, we got to talk a little bit about Doris Day.
Sure.
Yeah. Tell the folks what.
Well, if you know, if any of you know me, I've been doing a Doris Day tribute show for 13 years now.
Yeah. Fantastic at it too, and I tell you what, she just morphs into her.
She's my idol, and she's a mentor to me. She's an animal lover and an activist, and she was just a beautiful person all the way around. And so, you know, it's an honor. It's an honor to do her, and I portray her in every way possible, in my looks, in my sound, and in the script. Everything is fact-based about her life, her husband's, and, you know, just all the movies, the movie stars, you know, Rock Hudson, and
some interesting stuff.
And oh my gosh, there's so many of them. I mean, you could just, the list goes on and on with all the people she worked with. But it really is a pleasure, and I'm going to be doing that show very, very soon. But I can't announce
So
the
stay tuned
dates
for that,
yet.
everybody.
Yeah.
So, but listen, we want to have you back when you can explain and
Yes.
tell the audience about
Absolutely.
everything. So in the meantime, we thank you for being on the show, and Tony, we'll be right back.
Kimball's unique boutique, located in beautiful downtown Palm Springs, is for women who are not afraid to attract attention. Our clothing is feminine, flirty, fun, and fabulous. Get the latest look. Large selection of jewelry, hats, and much more. Personalized service inspires our customers to keep coming back. Kimball's Boutique, across from the Hyde in beautiful Palm Springs. We look forward to having you shop with us, and don't forget to mention the Mark and Tony Show for your 20% discount on your purchase.
Hi, I'm Mark Lantero.
And I'm Tony Pomponio. Tune in every Thursday at 1 o'clock on Spectrum Fox 11 or Channel 33 on the Dish and DirecTV Network.
Music, comedy, interesting interviews every week on the Mark and Tony Show.
Be there!
G. Aries Visions, visuals from concept to completion, specializing in distinctive logos, identities, and branding. From business cards to banners to billboards, G. Aries Visions is your best graphics solution.
Welcome back, everybody, to the Mark and Tony Show. We thank everybody on behalf of Tony and myself. We want to thank everybody for stopping out to see us this evening. Our next guest, who I'm going to throw to Tony, but I'm going to give him a little setup here. Our sound man, our MC, we'll just call him our bouncer, all-around young guy, good guy. So, Tony, please bring on this gentleman for us.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, our rising star, Marco Antonelli.
Pray you'll be our eyes and watch us where we go and help us to be wise in times when we don't know. Let this be our prayer. When we lose our way, lead us to a place, guide us with your grace, to a place where we'll be safe. La luce che tu dai, il cuore resterà a ricordarci che l'eterna stella sei nella mia fede. Quanta fede your grace. Give us faith so we'll be saved. Siamo un mondo senza più violenza, un mondo di giustizia e di speranza. Ognuno dia la mano al suo vicino, simbolo di pace e fraternità. La forza che tu hai è il desiderio non trovi amore intorno e dentro sé. Let this be our prayer, just like every child needs to find a place. Guide us with your grace. Give us faith so we'll be saved. Nella fede che hai acceso in noi, sento che ci
Michael Antonelli, wearing these fabulous shoes tonight.
I was just going to
Wow. I mean, I thought I could trust, but this guy, he's knocking a home run. Grand slam.
Thank you very much.
Honestly, I need a pair of those.
I got you. They're in the mail already.
Blue. I like blue. Though. Blue's my favorite color.
All right, great,
Okay,
man.
that's all. We are so gifted to have you here as part of our team.
Thank you
You know,
very
we
much.
love you, man.
That
Okay,
means-
you know
that
that.
means so much to me.
Yeah,
But you know
we
what?
do.
I got to ask you the first question.
Sure.
I am so intrigued over this. The whole Bocelli thing in Vegas, performing with Bocelli. What is it like to be with Bocelli?
It was a dream come true, to say the least. Now, this was my third time performing with Andrea Bocelli.
Yeah. Walk the audience through how this all started from the beginning to where you're at now with him.
So I was a gondolier in Las Vegas at the Venetian.
Gondolier.
I was rowing boats and singing opera to people. And one of my coworkers, which I didn't know, was a choir person for Andrea Bocelli. And he kind of saw me and was like, hey, I got a cool little gig that I do every year. My father's the conductor of this choir that performs with Andrea every year at MGM Grand.
Wow.
And he says, would you be interested? I mean, this was like 4 or 5 years. Wow, that's a long
See,
time.
time is flying.
Time flies, man. So anyway, the first year I did it was super exciting, and they asked me to come again the following year, and I did it again as a tenor in his choir and backing him up with all the high notes and everything.
Yeah.
And then they asked me back after COVID hit and everything, and we're all here. Thank
kind
God.
of fell apart for a little bit.
Yeah, and the rug just got pulled out from everybody. However, I was asked again for the third year to perform for the choir.
That's
again, so-
impressive
Yeah,
in itself.
It was
and I
really,
want the
really-
audience
it
to
was
really
special.
recognize that.
Think about that.
Not only a second time, but 3 times, and it's still running.
Thank you. Yeah, it's been great. So now, what made this really special this time around was I was in front of the microphone that they have hanging, above for the choir singers, and so.
And this was. Let the audience know where this was at.
This was at the MGM Grand Garden Arena.
See, he kind of doesn't give the full story, so I got to pull it out of him so everybody knows.
How many people were in the audience, for example?
I think they counted 20,000.
Oh, jeez.
So it was a lot. It was a lot. So but to be able to sing with Andrea on all of his high notes and to back up, his performers and be conducted by his conductors.
Now, you've become friends with his son as well, right?
Matteo Bocelli. Yes,
Yeah.
yes. My second year of doing the choir, we met kind of like accidentally. We kind of bumped into each other, and I took the ball and I ran with it. I said, "Hey, Matteo Bocelli, I'm a huge fan. Can we take a picture?" And of course, he was very, very nice and said yes. And I guess from that moment when I met Matteo Bocelli is when all of this started happening. So it's been quite the unraveling.
It's been an ongoing thing, but I also want the audience to know that you were just at the Tennis Gardens not long ago. So explain to the audience what took place there. But even before you do that, explain what took place at the McCallum.
Oh, yeah.
That led you then to the Tennis Gardens.
That was shortly after the Andrea Bocelli concert, my second time performing with Andrea. Now, I was at the McCallum Theater seeing David Foster, doing his incredible show. And he has segments in his show where he asks audience members to sing. And so I decided I was going to crash that show.
And he didn't realize what he was up against.
So he goes, "Does anyone want to sing?" Now this was just in the beginning of 2019.
2019.
The end of 2019. And
see, I follow his career.
And so I stood up and I waved, and he picked me out of the audience, and I sang "Time to Say Goodbye," and it was a momentous occasion. The whole theater stood up.
Momentous to the fact that he was floored.
Yeah, it was.
So
really,
this happened
great.
once or twice, two
This
times.
was in 2019,
Yeah.
and then a few things led to another, and I was lucky enough to be invited to the Indian Wells Tennis Stadium, where David Foster was hosting an incredible concert with Andrea Bocelli and Jay Leno, surprisingly, and it ended up being
Jay Leno, of all people.
Jay Leno didn't sing.
My favorite.
So and sure enough, it was kind of like the same routine happened again, where except this time I was the only guy wearing a white jacket, courtesy of Frank Monteforte, by the way.
So picture this: everybody in the crowd's wearing black, right? All dressed up, and there's one guy with a white jacket on.
A white dinner jacket.
White dinner jacket. Yep, I was all like suited up. It was great. So, and I was way up in the stands, right? And David Foster, stops in the middle of the show and he goes, "I always like doing this. Does anyone want to sing?" And it was the same thing again. I stood up like really. It felt like time slowed down at that point. It was like. And I stood up and just pointed in the air like, "Please, please," and I hear "you," and I open my eyes and he's pointing at me and he says, "Come on down." And before I could even think, his whole crew was around me and my girlfriend Michelle, and they took me and brought me down to the stadium floor, and they're walking me to the backstage area, and I'm looking around like, what am I doing? Why did I even say that? Why did I volunteer? What am I doing? This is crazy. I don't even know what I'm gonna sing. I don't know. So. His crew's walking me down to the floor, and I'm starting to get backstage, and I see Catherine Foster kind of hanging in the back there, and I'm like, okay. And then I see Pia Toscano, who's an amazing singer, coming down the stairs after she was singing, and I'm like, oh boy. And next thing I know, there's a microphone put in my hand, and the producer of the show is saying, "All right, kid, you're next." So
showtime.
Yeah, right. So next thing I know, I am face to face, eye to eye with David Foster, and he goes, "All right, kid, now remember the rules. Know the song, know the key, know the words. What are you gonna sing?" And he puts the microphone like right in my face, and I just I leaned into the microphone and I said, "Music of the Night, Phantom of the Opera, D flat major," and the entire audience goes, "Ooh!" Like,
Know what you're gonna sing. Know the lyrics. 30 seconds. What are you gonna sing?
Music of the Night, Phantom of the Opera, D flat major.
You know it?
So, unfortunately for me, the band didn't know the song.
I was gonna say that.
Acapella.
So he makes me do it a cappella.
Then your mind's on a journey through a strange new world. Leave off lonesome the world you knew before. Let your soul take you where you long to be.
That's it. And needless to say though, it was the greatest 30 seconds of my life.
That was awesome.
It was
very
really
good.
special.
Very good. Very good.
Real quickly before we have to go to break, where are you performing?
I have just obtained a residency at Indian Wells Resort Hotel every
Beautiful.
Friday and Saturday.
How about that, folks?
So it's quite an honor, to say the least, to be there.
Well,
So-
they're very lucky to have you.
Yes,
Thank
they
you.
are.
Thank you. It's an honor to be there with Dave Nichols and everyone. Christy King, the co-worker.
I was
love
going to
you.
say,
I love you so much.
a great group of entertainers over at the hotel.
Yes, 100%.
All right, so we always. Did you want to say something?
No, go ahead.
Okay.
I'm ready.
All right, you ready? The three of us on cue. A really big show. We'll be back.
What?
I wanted to throw Tony off. Hi, I'm Mark Lantero.
And I'm Tony Pomponio.
We're here to tell you if you missed the show on Thursdays, no worries.
You can catch a show and all of our previous shows on YouTube 24/7.
Just go to the YouTube search bar and type in The Mark and Tony Show.
The Mark and Tony Show. Be there.
G. Aries Visions, visuals from concept to completion, specializing in distinctive logos, identities, and branding. From business cards to banners to billboards, G. Aries Visions is your best graphics solution.
Welcome back, everybody, to the Mark and Tony Show.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
This is a special segment because this is where Tony and I do the rap.
Yes.
And normally we have Marco Antonelli up here, which he's manning the cameras and everything, or the sound system, I should say. So in his place tonight, we have we have what we call our director, Mr. Sonny Veloci, up here.
How about a hand for Sonny, huh?
So I want everybody to see the man behind the scenes over here. And of course, Tony and I want to thank Sonny again for the opportunity that he's given us both.
Sonny, first of all, tell everyone where they can watch our show.
Wow, is this a test? Okay, it on Spectrum, it's channel 11 at 1 o'clock on Thursday. If you have the Dish and DirecTV, it is channel
33.
33, and Frontier is channel 8. And YouTube 24/7, worldwide.
And if you happen to catch it on Spectrum TV, channel 11, we follow the news and, of course, Patrick Evans' segment that he does. And we also want to thank Christy, though, very, very much, because she's the one that sets all the talent up. So as the show closes, Sonny, are you ready to do it with us?
Yes, I'm going to say something different than you.
Oh, here we go. Good. You close the show.
You close the show.
See you next week.
He's a natural, everybody.
Live from Oscars in downtown Palm Springs, California, it's the Mark and Tony Show, starring Mark Lantero and Tony Pomponio. Tonight's guest, country singer and songwriter Brian Scott, singer, entertainer Andy Kahn. Now, ladies and gentlemen, give it up for the stars of our show, Mark and Tony.
Welcome to Oscars, and of course, the Mark and Tony Show.
What a crowd, what a crowd.
I love the crowd. It's always a good crowd.
Oh,
And speaking of the crowd, speaking about everything,
yeah.
What about this gorgeous weather?
Oh, my
Audience, you love the weather? Or would you rather be in the Midwest or East Coast?
What about being in the Palm Springs area? How about that?
It's beautiful
Wow, great
weather. All the entertainers come out, all the singers. We got
That's
a
right.
great lineup tonight. And of course, the tennis is going on right now.
The tennis gardens. Yep.
Considered the 5th major out here over at Indian Springs.
Yep.
So
all
hopefully,
good.
hopefully somebody or all of you get a chance to go to the tennis gardens to see what's going on over there. And it's been, weather's been great. Everything's been good. So
Great
what's going on with
destination.
you?
Well, you know, we've had a great week.
Yeah.
What about when we met the gals from Knott's Landing? How about that?
That was great. That was
Oh,
a
man.
fantastic
Wow.
evening.
Oh.
And I have to say, all
Unbelievable.
3 of the ladies were perfect. They were very friendly. They were very, very nice, very cordial.
Yep.
This is Mark, Joe Van Ark.
Pleasure to meet you.
Got it.
Pleasure to meet you. Tony, I had to make sure Tony had a little drool coming off the side of his face when he saw Donna Mills.
This is Mark and Tony, the Mark and Tony Show.
Good. Nice to meet you. Thank you for coming out.
Nice to meet you. Wait a minute. We walk in, you go waltzing in, and you're going, yeah, everybody's going to think I'm Richard Gere. And what happens? Joan Van Hart goes to me, I know you from somewhere.
That's it. I went home.
And I'm
after that.
like this.
Well, Anyway, we got a great show this evening. Of course, we have a gentleman that Tony and I have had the opportunity of having on the show and listening to before. Yep. He's a great entertainer. He's a great singer, perfect, powerful voice.
Yes.
Mr. Brian Scott.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. Brian Scott.
I can tell you got your eye on this old cowboy. I can tell you never had one for your own. You've been thinking that you found one, but you've never been around one. Might be kind of fun to take me home. You giggle every time that I say yes, ma'am. I get this feeling if I held you tight, you'd be seeing his and hers, buckles, boots, and spurs. But that's the feeling you get over overnight. What you gonna do with a cowboy if that old rooster crows at dawn? He's lying there instead of getting out of bed, putting on his boots and getting gone. What you gonna do if he says, honey, I gotta have a mind to stay? What you gonna do with a cowboy if he don't saddle up and ride away? Yeehaw, mama. You can tell it takes a certain kind of woman to put up with the kind of life he leads. 'Cause his boots are always muddy, his beard ringing muddy. He's camp out on the couch, never leave. Don't ever think you're even gonna change him. You'd be better off to try to roll away. 'Cause what he is what he's got. He can't be what he's not. And honey, you can't hide him from your friends. What you gonna do with a cowboy if that old rooster crows at dawn? He's lying there instead of getting out of bed, putting on his boots and getting gone. What you gonna do if he says, honey, I gotta have a mind to stay? What you gonna do with a cowboy if he don't saddle up and ride away? What you gonna do with a cowboy if he don't saddle up and ride away? What are you gonna do with that cowboy, y'all? Yeehaw!
What do you think, Mark? I think it was fantastic, but tell the audience, where are you performing right now? Because I think the audience would love to see you some more.
Absolutely, guys. I'm playing at Pete's Hideaway every Wednesday and Saturday, 7 to 10. Also at PS Air Bar on Thursdays, 7 to 9. So you can come out and check it out.
Well, fantastic. Well, in the meantime, take it away. Stage is yours.
One more song. How about that?
Maybe two.
Maybe
Who knows?
two. Yeah,
We'll just keep it going. Matter of fact, just play 6.
You know what? We're going to go in the back. You just take as much time as you want. Take it away.
Thank you, guys. I appreciate you.
With your lips pressed to mine in the dark of night, lying next to you, your warm embrace felt so light. On the day that I first met you was a dream come true. All I had is a handful of memories, driving down this lonely street without you. Red light, it's gone from green to yellow to red again. Red light, just like the colors and the patterns of my life. Can we stop these wheels from turning, put an end to what's been hurt? All my yesterday, tomorrows are gone tonight. Yeah, all I see is one more red light. If I got down on my knees, would it be a start? I need one more chance to show you what's in my heart. I never thought I could lose your love. Now I'm standing all alone. The house that we once ones call our own. Red light, it's gone from green to yellow to red again. Red light, just like the colors and the patterns of my life. Can we stop these wheels from turning? Mend what's been hurt on my yesterday. Tomorrows are gone tonight. Yet all I see is one more red light. Oh, and where do I go? And how should I feel? When will the stories end? Never seem real. Red light, it's gone from green to yellow to red again. Red light, just like the colors and the patterns of my life. Can we stop these wheels from turning? Putting in what's been hurting on my yesterdays. Tomorrows are gone tonight. Yet all I see is one more red light.
Kimball's unique boutique, located in beautiful downtown Palm Springs, is for women who are not afraid to attract attention. Our clothing is feminine, flirty, fun, and fabulous. Get the latest look. Large selection of jewelry, hats, and much more. Personalized service inspires our customers to keep coming back. Kimball's Boutique, across from the Hyatt in beautiful Palm Springs. We look forward to having you shop with us, and don't forget to mention the Mark and Tony Show for your 20% discount on your purchase.
The saying goes, a picture is worth 1,000 words. At G-Rays Visions, we create photography that speaks volumes and comes across loud and clear. Specializing in beautiful portraiture, we also offer photographic excellence from corporate to candid, in banquets or backyards, and from formal to fun. G-Rays Visions is the only real answer to your photographic needs. So if you want it to look great, call 760-218-1938.
Hi, I'm Mark Lantero.
And I'm Tony Pomponio. Tune in every Thursday at 1 o'clock on Spectrum Fox 11 or Channel 33 on the Dish and DirecTV Network.
Music, comedy, interesting interviews every week on the Mark and Tony Show. Be there!
This gentleman has toured all over the country in the 70s with the Turtles, a great time in our lives. And also, he's written a book, The Most Famous Musician You Never Heard. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Andy Kahn.
Tell you about my baby. She come around about 5'4", from her head to the ground. She come around here just about midnight. Made me feel so good, make me feel alright. And her name was G-L-O-R-I-A. Gonna shout it every night, gonna shout it every day, gonna shout it around the world. Yeah, 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 yeah. Go walking up her street, knock upon her door. She said, come on down. fine. And her name was G. L. O. R. I. Gloria. Gonna shout it every night. Gonna shout it every day. Gonna shout it around the world. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Andy, that was a great song.
Awesome. Yeah, I love
I got to tell you, Tony and I are very privileged to have you here tonight.
Thank you. Thank you very
We're going to
much.
ask a few questions of you. I'm going to let Tony take the lead on this because he's got a list of them.
Okay.
Tony left me with just one, but he's got like 10.
I did that on purpose because he does all the talking usually, so we're going to set him aside. It's going to be, no, I'm just joking. I
So,
joke around
Tony,
a lot.
take it away, please.
You know, I'm going to do that. So, Andy, you know what? You're an awesome guy. Such a privilege to meet you not long ago, and I didn't even know you were here in the desert, man. And I'm going to tell you something. You are a treasure. I mean, some of the things I've read about you. How about that, folks?
Thank you, audience.
Seriously. Yeah. So let's start here, okay? Because I want you to just let us. We got 8 or so minutes. Just tell us everything you want to tell us. Well, I'm going to start with this. Tell us about your book.
Okay, the book. It's called The Most Famous Musician You Never Heard Of. And there are many, many famous musicians we all never heard of. So I was very fortunate to save all my archives, all of my calendars from the early 60s, all of the photos and tapes and records and everything. So I said to myself, my God, look at all the stuff I got. I should make a book.
Smart move.
So I spent 4 years scanning all the pictures in the book. I mean, the book is just...
I was just going to pick it up. So
Yeah.
not just scanning.
Yeah,
This is what we would call a coffee table book.
Yeah, it's a coffee table
There
book.
is a lot of photos, a lot of history, a lot of things that Andy's been involved in with people and personalities.
Oh, God, like, you know, we're talking about Ringo Starr.
I mean, he's fanning through the pages and he's cooling the stage off with all the pages right now.
What made you do this? I mean, what made you save all this stuff? Was it just by accident, or you just had a plan?
My whole life I've been a pack rat. I save everything.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, everything's in my house, and luckily it's organized so I know how to get to everything.
Wow.
So I put together this book, and every picture tells a story.
Okay.
So, and I saved my calendars, you know, so I was able to refer back to exactly what happened when that picture was taken and get all the info. And I scanned all the pictures and stuff and put the book together, and I was amazed at how many people I was associated with.
You're very detailed. Maybe that's the best way of putting this right
Yes.
now. I want the audience to know, where can they get this book?
before we move on.
Before we move on. Because I think if the audience could see this book and see it's a history book, and the people that Andy's been with, I mean, I can't even go through the litany of the list of all of the personalities.
Look at that smile, huh?
Yeah, I mean, let the audience know where they can find this, please.
Okay, I self-publish on Amazon. So that's the main place to buy the book. There's a website called Best Classic Bands, and they have a sample chapter from the book with Harry Nilsson and Ringo Starr and Timothy Leary and Joe Walsh and a bunch of others.
Oh my God, Joe Walsh.
Or if you just get on your cell phone and Google the most famous musician you've never heard of, it'll pop right up.
You know,
So-
we'll put it on our Facebook and stuff.
Oh, thanks.
we're going to help you out
and
with
our
that too.
Mark-
Yeah,
So-
good call, Tony.
So you can buy the book from Amazon, or you can buy from me and I'll autograph it.
Moving on, let's talk about your radio show.
Oh, yes. KPSF Studio 100.
There you go. You got some fans in the crowd here.
I think it's 1200 AM, right?
And it's in the Palm Springs area, correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
We have our program director, Rick Rule, here.
Okay,
And-
very good.
and
Rick,
Of course,
there you go. Rick's in the audience,
Yes.
waving to us all.
And,
Now, is it a talk show format, or is it just strictly music?
Well, my show is 9 p.m. every Saturday night, and it's
Okay.
all about the book.
Okay.
So it's called Music from the Book, and it's all the music from the book.
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah.
You know, and it's coming out good. I've done a couple of shows so far, and it's
Good
really
for you.
coming
Yeah,
out
it's
good.
And I
awesome,
know
man.
more to come.
So good.
Yes.
So we're going to tune in, okay?
Yes,
That's awesome.
absolutely.
So we have a little something, little fun thing here. Something about Chubby Checker chasing you down a hallway. What's that all about?
Yeah, the Turtles, Flo and Eddie and the Turtles did a concert in Las Vegas with Felix Cavalieri of the Rascals and Chubby Checker. And the concert went really great, and everybody sounded terrific. And the next morning in the hotel lobby, we're all checking out and stuff. And Chubby Checker was with his mother, and she was in a wheelchair.
Yeah.
So way down the hallway, there's Chubby Checker, and I'm checking out at the counter, and he looks at me and with this maniacal, crazy look. And then he takes his mom in the wheelchair, full speed down the hallway, running right toward me, and just missed me. And they were both laughing. You know, him and his mom were laughing. So I almost got run over by Chubby Checker.
And did he know who you were? Or I mean,
Yeah, he
what was it?
recognized me from the gig. Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
So that's the kind
How
of
funny
fun.
was that?
There's a lot of things, but I would like the audience to know, because it's not just music that you're working with. Obviously, you were directing with the Grammys, American Bandstand, if I'm not
I was the
mistaken.
music director for
music
both.
Director.
How about
Yeah.
that? How
So
about that, folks?
I would like Andy to talk. Thank you. Please give it up for him, Sonny. Give it up. There you go.
Favorite
I would
line,
I would like the audience to really realize that Andy is not just a musician and playing instruments. Andy, obviously, director, and you wear a lot of different hats. So if you would, let the audience know about American Bandstand and the Grammys, because those are two big platforms that you've been involved with.
Yeah, I was very fortunate to get a job playing Hammond organ for Little Richard. And we toured Australia, and we toured, you know, all over the United States. And then we did the Grammys with Chuck Berry. So the producer of the music director of the Grammys, his name was Ray Charles, but it wasn't the Ray Charles we know. So he said, we want Little Richard and Chuck Berry to do their hits, but they want to change the lyrics. So instead of Tutti Frutti ah Rudy, it's Al Green, he's clean.
Oh, geez.
So we had a little rehearsal. So I'm in this small room on an upright piano, and Little Richard here and Chuck Berry there. And just the three of us rehearsing their hits.
How cool is that?
That's just a lot of history right there within
Oh
itself.
my God. Well, you know, the reason I became a musician was because of the Beatles.
Ringo Starr. You've met Ringo Starr.
Of course,
Yeah.
of course. And Paul McCartney idolized Little Richard, and John Lennon idolized Chuck Berry. So it was like a full circle. Here I am sitting in a room with their idols.
Yeah, how about that?
So
Wow.
the show went pretty good, except for the mic went out. So Little Richard singing and nothing happened, and then Chuck started to sing and his mic went out. So we did the best we could.
I'll be
But,
darned. There's those
Stevie-
little things that happen, you know?
Yeah, Stevie
Wow.
Wonder won the award for Ain't Too Superstitious.
I'll be darned.
Are
Yeah.
a lot of those tidbits here in the book?
They're all in the book.
If you can just give one more excerpt from the book that you feel that you'd love to let the audience know that they may not know.
Just a little one. Not, you know, just don't give the whole book away, but just a little one.
Okay, here's a little one. I became really good friends with Harry Nilsson, and we recorded 35 songs in my living room that were never published.
Wow.
Until Mark Hudson just published some of them. But what had happened was he invited Ringo Starr over to my living room to do some children's stories. So it's a premonition I had back in 1968 when I moved to California. I was sitting playing the piano, and I had a premonition that a Beatle was in my house.
Yeah.
And he sat next to me, and he took his shoes off.
I'll be darned.
So when Ringo Starr came over to my house, it was 100 degrees out. It was really hot, and I had to turn off the air conditioner so the dialogue wouldn't get picked up on the mic.
Right.
And Ringo sat right next to me, and he took his shoes off.
Just relax.
So
there you go.
That was
These are
amazing.
funny stories. Okay,
But-
Mark.
Everybody, I would like you all to give another, keep the applause going for Andy Cotton, because he was a special guest here this evening. We've had, I have to say, Tony and I have been very privileged with all the different entertainers and people that we've had on the show. So, Andy, we want to thank you so much for coming on.
Absolutely,
tonight.
Andy.
I love your show,
And
guys.
please get Andy's book.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm Mark Lantero.
And I'm Tony Pomponio.
We're here to tell you if you missed the show on Thursdays, no worries.
You can catch a show and all of our previous shows on YouTube 24/7.
Just go to the YouTube search bar and type in The Mark and Tony Show.
The Mark and Tony Show. Be there.
Kimball's unique boutique, located in beautiful downtown Palm Springs, is for women who are not afraid to attract attention. Our clothing is feminine, flirty, fun, and fabulous. Get the latest look. Large selection of jewelry, hats, and much more. Personalized service inspires our customers to keep coming back. Kimball's Boutique, across from the Hyde in beautiful Palm Springs. We look forward to having you shop with us, and don't forget to mention the Mark and Tony Show for your 20% discount on your purchase.
The saying goes, a picture is worth 1,000 words. At GRA's Visions, we create photography that speaks volumes and comes across loud and clear. Specializing in beautiful portraiture, we also offer photographic excellence from corporate to candid, in banquets or backyards, and from formal to fun. GRA's Visions is the only real answer to your photographic needs. So if you want it to look great, call 760-218-1938.
Welcome back, everybody, to Oscars and the Mark and Tony Show. We have a special treat, Tony. Special treat.
Yes, sir.
Special treat, not that. A special treat. We have Brian Scott. He is going to sing another one of his songs. So, are you ready?
Yes.
Brian, take it away.
This old highway's getting younger. Seems there ain't no inside. Sleep would be best, but I just can't afford to rest. Gotta ride to Denver tomorrow night. Called the house, but no one answered. For the last 2 weeks, no one's been home. Guess he's through with me. To tell the truth, just can't see what's kept the woman holding on this long. And the white line's getting longer, and the saddle's getting cold. And I'm much too young to feel this damn old. Said all my cards are on the table with no ace left in the hole. And I'm much too young to feel this damn old. Lord, I'm much too young, y'all. Competition's getting younger, tougher broncs, you know I can't recall. Worn out tape, Chris to do, lonely women and bad booze seem to be the only friend I've left at all. And the white line's getting longer, and the saddle's getting cold. And I'm much too young to feel this damn old. Said all my cards are on the table with no ace left in the hole. And I'm much too young to feel this damn old. Lord, I'm much too young to feel this damn old.
Thank you, everybody. And as you can see in the third chair over here, we have our MC, our singer extraordinaire, Mr. Mark Antonelli, wearing another fancy pair of shoes. I hope Mark just keeps us going every week. He kind of
That's it.
styles us with a new pair of shoes.
That's it.
So, Mark, what's going on?
Not a whole lot. We got a new residency, solo residency at Indian Wells Resort Hotel.
All right. Yes, very nice.
That has been extended through the summer and also into next season as well, into the foreseeable future.
Well, congratulations. So the format of songs.
We're running the gauntlet from icons from David Foster, Michael Bublé, Josh Groban, and Maestro Andrea Bocelli.
Awesome.
Very good. So everybody, take a look.
Yeah. Oh, no, this is fantastic.
Yeah.
You know what? I saw a little clip on Andres Bocelli the other day on TV when he was performing.
Yeah.
And I saw you in the back row, by the way, over there. With the mic. I was looking for the microphone.
Yeah.
And I saw the microphone over your head.
That's where the mark was. That's where the X was.
Unbelievable.
Yeah,
thank you. I put it on stop on my TV.
Dude,
I went to
that's
Fran and
him.
go, hold on 1 second. There's Mark Antonelli, our boy.
Well, if you haven't had a chance to hear Mark sing, you need to do yourself a favor because there are voices and then there's Mark's voice.
Yes,
and,
absolutely.
I'm speechless with him because he can really, for a little guy, he really pushes that voice out there.
I don't know. I want to mess with him.
So he does a fantastic job.
Listen, and of course, the most important thing, the Tre Amici.
That's it,
right?
the Tre Amici.
Exactly.
That's right. We're
the Tre
here.
Amici.
And you can catch the Three Amicis every Thursday on the Fox Network at 1 p.m., Channel 11. Frontier is Channel 8, and if you have the dish, it's Channel 33. So
yes,
we want to make. Oh, and of course, if you want to just view us on YouTube, please, because we're always there. But the three of us very much appreciate that
Yes, we
everybody's
certainly do.
watching the show.
Yep.
As we always close every show, fellas, what do we always say?
See you next week!
Live from Oscar's downtown Palm Springs, California, it's the Mark and Tony Show, starring Mark Lantero, Tony Pomponio. Tonight's guests are the fabulous young singer Chenza, from Oscar's bitchiest brunch, the outrageous Anita Rose. So put your hands together and give it up for Mark and Tony.
Thank you, everybody. What a crowd! What a crowd! My famous line.
Always your favorite.
This is my favorite line. You know, I hope that didn't have a problem finding a seat. We're having a great time here, aren't we?
Yes, we are. So, Tony, the last time we were here, which happened to be Sunday,
right?
One of the guests that's going to be on the show tonight, they have a performance of, I guess, the drag queens. So, and they put on a fantastic show. I mean, all the entertainers, the ladies were fantastic.
Y'all want to talk about the person who came out here on Sunday that y'all came to watch? Excuse me, move over. Excuse me, no, other way. Excuse me.
What?
Y'all want to be talking about me? I'm gonna talk about you real quick, looking like the swap meet version of Tim Allen at Santa Claus and the Godfather. Y'all can exit stage left since y'all want to talk about me. Keep going. Scooch over.
Actually, you know what? Exit stage left that way.
Let's go this way. And it's nice to meet you, I guess, right?
Well, clearly you don't know from your left from your right, so keep on moving. Keep going. I'm pretty sure there's a buffet right down over that way. Hi. Oh my gosh. Now that I'm taking over, welcome to Purgatory. Oh my goodness. Hello. I see some kids are here. Hello. I didn't know I was performing at a Chuck E. Cheese. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Hello. My goodness. Also, ladies and gentlemen, can you believe it's March of 2022? Yeah, that means that some of you can take off your Halloween costumes now. Yeah. You can totally do that. Oh my goodness. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a fun-filled show for you. Are you guys ready? You know who's not ready? Myself. So what's going to happen is I'm going to grab a cocktail. With that being said, boys, get your butts back out here. I'm going to get me a Red Bull. Peace.
You go get a Red Bull. Take your time. Wait a minute. You just stole our show. What the heck was that?
What just happened?
I don't know what just happened. All of a sudden, I turned around,
3 shades of red.
I saw this big hair. My eyeballs went like that. I felt like Rodney Dangerfield.
Yeah, and then, of course, you fall into me, and that's not a good thing either. So, anyway, what I was trying to say, this is a great establishment. The ladies, which you just met, one that happened to be Anita Rose, one of our guests this evening.
Really?
And pleasure meeting her. I'm glad you all did it in this manner. I'm sure she'll be back soon for a lot of different kind of stories and things that are going on.
Tell us what's going on.
But anyway, Tony,
What has been going on out here in the
Well,
valley?
hey,
I
you
know
know
there's
what?
so many things happening.
Look
So
at our
what's
weather.
happening?
Our weather's been perfect.
It's been fantastic.
I mean, come on. Who doesn't want to be out here with us right now? Look at. I mean, come on. On top of all that, we just had the tennis tournament just ended.
Wait, just hold it before the tennis tournament ended. The last time an American was 2001, and that was Andre Agassi, who won the BNP
How
out
about
here.
that? Give him a hand.
Yeah.
Yep.
So a gentleman from San Diego is this year's recipient of winning the tournament.
Yep.
So, I mean, from Rafael Nadal, who is a fantastic tennis player. Not that I watch tennis, but I guess I do watch it a little bit, and everybody did fantastic.
Well, you know more about it at the moment than I do.
Okay,
You
so
know,
anyway, so moving on.
I'm a football guy, but it's okay.
Okay, so go ahead,
anyway,
please.
so
Yes.
how about the festivals? We got festivals coming.
Well, we have a couple of them. We have Stagecoach coming up.
Yep.
And the other one, please, let everybody know.
Coachella.
Coachella Fest, which happens for 2 weeks.
Yep.
Stagecoach is
It's all
the
good.
third.
It's all good. We got our festivals as well in La Quinta.
Everything is going on. So everybody around the country where the weather's not going so well in Texas with tornadoes and things of that nature. Chicago, one day it's 75 degrees, the next day it's 20 below. So everything that's going on around the country right now, the weather out here is perfect.
Who cares about Chicago? Let's talk about Palm Springs. What happened here last weekend? Who was here? Who did we see?
Well, I will say that is true. We had Frankie Avalon.
Damn right we had that.
James Darren.
That's right.
Tony and I had the great honor of sitting down and meeting the gentlemen. Fantastic individuals, down to earth. They were fantastic. We owe it all to Oscars because Oscars brings in a lot of the talent from the Los Angeles area as well as around the country.
So
I mean, if
picture
it's-
this.
Okay.
So
yes, go
we
ahead.
get called in to go in the room, right? He goes in first because he always has going first. He walks in. Hi, Frankie. I'm Marcus Lantero. I'm from Chicago. Okay, who's the friend behind you? I'm Tony. I'm from Detroit. Okay, nice meeting you, boys. See you later.
No, it didn't happen that way. As a matter of fact,
joking.
he gave you your props because you're accordion playing.
You know, we're Italian. That's what we do. He played the accordion as a kid, too, except he quit. Okay? I was the unlucky one. I kept playing with my mother with the spoon over there.
You know what, though? You do a nice job with it, and
Thank
everything
you.
is good.
Appreciate
So
that.
we thank everybody for showing up this evening. And so who else is on the show, please?
Well, we got Chenza on the show tonight.
Chenza is a young 21-year-old lady who's a fantastic entertainer. Stay tuned, everybody. So, Tony, please, take us from here.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, here comes Anita
Rose. We're here now with the most lovely Anita Rose, who stormed on stage and basically kicked Tony and I, well, not basically, did kick Tony and I off stage, right, Tony?
So, how old did you start drag, and how did it come up? How'd you come up with a name?
Well, I started drag about 2 years ago after I graduated high school. But I've always been someone who's been an entertainer, and I've always wanted to entertain the masses. So the first couple years, I just watched the drag shows, and then I jumped in, and I wanted to come out and do different styles, which most drag queens can't do. They just stick to their one or two different styles, but I wanted to do everything that was under the sun. And then that's led me to being one of the top 2, if not top 3 hostesses in Palm Springs. And then as far as the name goes, originally the name was going to be Anita Powers, but grammatically that wasn't correct to me because Anita is singular and Powers is plural.
Yeah.
So I was looking at the drag queens, those who had big names, and I was looking at their last name and how that meant to the name overall, how it was announced on stage. And so I saw a queen with her last name Rose, and I said, oh, no one respects that last name, so let me take that and adjust that and start over fresh with it. And that's how Anita Rose came to be.
Wow.
Well, and with that, Tony and I had the opportunity this past Sunday to see your show along
so
with
sorry.
the other ladies. No, it was
okay. It was a good day.
It was a great show,
Had a lot of
and your performances, 2 shows, an indoor and an outdoor show, and the choreography and everything was fantastic. So my question is, or for the audience and Tony and myself, are you setting up all the choreography and you're handpicking the ladies that are on the show and everything? Is this correct?
Yes, I have hand selected every single person because I have been sick of going to shows where it's the same exact thing. Yeah. Not only the same exact thing that you see from one show to the next, but the same exact thing that you see through every single entertainer. So I wanted to come up with a variety show that was still upbeat, but that would give every single generation something that they could sit down, listen to, and enjoy. So we have something from feathers, we have rhinestones, we have the alternative, we have acrobatics, we have everything that you could want that you cannot find at any other show here in Southern California.
And with that being said, real quickly, if you can envision, or if you ever have the opportunity going to Las Vegas, the show that Anita's talking about is the premise. It's very, and correct me if I'm wrong, very flamboyant. Very.
Well, yeah, we're dudes in dresses.
It's out there. Well, I mean, I'm trying to be politically clear. I mean, it's a great show to see. So we thank you for that.
I absolutely enjoyed it. In fact, you know, how many drag queens were on that day?
We have 5.
5.
Plus, if I have enough time to do a number, because I want to make sure that all my girls go out and entertain. And not only do they go out and have something different to offer, but they go out and to entertain, and that is their passion. Versus other drag shows where they go out and they're like, "I'm here for the money." These girls come out here to entertain, and that is their prime
it was
focus.
very obvious.
Are you taking the show around the country, or is it primarily specifically at Oscars?
It's specifically at Oscars, but our plans are to take it cross country. We are working on setting up some international shows, which I cannot talk about right now. But we
Your
do
secret's
have,
safe with us if you want to let the audience. Only the audience and us here will know.
So you know.
Stay tuned is what that meant.
You know. In closing, I got to say something. We had an opportunity, 3 of us, spend a little time in I'm going to call it the green room, and share some thoughts on how we're going to do this. You know, you are very funny.
Thank you.
Yes, I think you're a very cool person as well.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Background and everything is extremely well. So we want to thank you for being on the show today.
Thank you very much.
And I want to say in closing, you look beautiful.
Thank you. You can catch my one-woman show at SeaWorld where I jump over children's hands that are raised in the air, just so you know.
You know, it's really funny because it's the first time I've been to one, to be honest with you. And so I ordered a drink. And then the next one came out, I go, waiter. And then the next one came out, waiter. So 6 drinks in, I was good.
Well, when you're 6 drinks in, you don't see their Adam's apples.
Okay, so anyway, we want to thank Miss Anita Rose for being on the show. So everybody, now, Tony, Anita, let's all do it together. Ready? On 2. 1, 2. We'll be right back.
Kimball's Unique Boutique, located in beautiful downtown Palm Springs, is for women who are not afraid to attract attention. Our clothing is feminine, flirty, fun, and fabulous. Get the latest look. Large selection of jewelry, hats, and much more. Personalized service inspires our customers to keep coming back. Kimball's Boutique, across from the Hyatt in beautiful Palm Springs. We look forward to having you shop with us, and don't forget to mention the Mark and Tony Show for your 20% discount on your purchase.
Hi, I'm Mark Lantero.
And I'm Tony Pomponio. Tune in every Thursday at 1 o'clock on Spectrum Fox 11 or Channel 33 on the Dish and DirecTV Network.
Music, comedy, interesting interviews every week on The Mark and Tony Show. Be there!
The saying goes, a picture is worth 1,000 words. At G-Aries Visions, we create photography that speaks volumes and comes across loud and clear. Specializing in beautiful portraiture, we also offer photographic excellence from corporate to candid, in banquets or backyards, and from formal to fun. G-Aries Visions is the only real answer to your photographic needs. So if you want it to look great, call 760-218-1938.
Welcome back, everybody, to the Mark and Tony Show. Again, we want to thank you all for viewing in with us. And Tony, we have another fantastic guest.
Yes, we do.
I would love you to do the honors of bringing this young lady up on stage.
I'm more than happy to. Ladies and gentlemen, a few months ago, we went out and hit the nightclub scene, and there was a young lady by the name of Christina, wonderful singer.
Yes.
And we had her on the show, and she told us all about her daughter, a 21-year-old phenom who goes by the name of Chenza. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome Chenza.
It was the 3rd of June, another sleepy, dusty Delta day. I was out chopping cotton and my brother was baling hay. And I At dinner time, we stopped and walked back to the house to eat. And Mama hollered at the back door, y'all remember to wipe your feet. And then she said, I got some news this morning from Choctaw Ridge. Today, Billy Joe McAllister jumped off the Tallahatchie Bridge. And Papa said to Mama as he passed around the black-eyed peas, well, Billy Joe never had a lick of sense. Pass the biscuits, please. There's 5 more acres in the lower 40 I got to plow. And Mama said it was a shame about Billy Joe anyhow. Seems like nothing ever comes to no good up on Choctaw Ridge. Now Billy Joe McAllister jumped off the Tallahatchie Bridge. And Brother said he recollects when he and Tom and Billy Joe put a frog down my back at the Carroll County Picture Show. Wasn't I talking to him at the church last Sunday night? I have another piece of apple pie. You know it don't seem right. I saw him at the sawmill yesterday up on Choctaw Ridge. And now you tell me Billy Joe jumped off the Tallahatchie Bridge. And Mama said to me, child, what's happened to your appetite? Why, I've been cooking all morning and you haven't touched a single bite. And as your preacher, Brother Taylor, dropped by today, said he'd be pleased to have dinner on Sunday. Oh, by the way, he said he saw a girl that looked a lot like you up on Choctaw Ridge. And she and Billy Joe was throwing something off the Tallahatchie Bridge. Well, the year has come and gone since we heard the news about Billy Joe. Yeah, and Brother Mary Becky Thompson, they bought a store in Tupelo. Y'all know there's something going around. Papa caught it and he died last spring. And now Mama doesn't seem to want to do much of anything. And me, I spent a lot of time picking flowers up on Choctaw Ridge and dropped them into the muddy water off the Tallahatchie Bridge.
Ladies and gentlemen, how about that? How about Chenza? Huh? Another round of applause. You know, I love the name. I think it's so cool. I think it's awesome, man. You know what? It's up there with all the best. Cher, Madonna, and who's next? Chenza. How about that?
Love that, love that.
All right, so I got to ask you a question, obviously. You have a pretty extensive background in music, and I know a lot of it is from your family. So instead of me reading like 3 or 4 more lines, I want you to tell us all about your family lines, and how you are involved in music because of your family.
So my mom and my dad both sing. My mom's Christine Love. She was on the show here quite recently.
That's where you will find me somewhere over the rainbow.
And my late father his name was Rico J. Puno, and he was kind of like an icon in the Philippines, humbly speaking. But yeah, so I grew up basically going on tour with them. They would go on tour here together for shows in the U.S., aside from the Philippines and all over the world. And it was just kind of like second nature to me. It was just surrounded by me. I was surrounded by music all my life, coming from a musical family. My grandma was a songwriter, and my family has really just been a great example for me for how to perform and the work ethic behind being a performer, right? So yeah, so I'm grateful that my parents set examples for me of being a performer.
When you were little, very young, and your mom and dad were out there performing, and I'm assuming you were backstage watching,
Yeah.
did they ever bring you out?
Yeah, actually, I perform at their shows. Well, when I was young, my first performance was actually my mom and my dad's show in the Philippines, and yeah, there would be times they would bring me out and perform. But throughout my youth, I was doing my own thing. But they would bring me out and whenever I'm with them. So that was pretty fun for sure.
I could imagine.
Yeah.
What inspired you? Now, I know your mom, your family background, but let's kind of delve past that a little bit. What else inspired you? What gave you what you're shooting for?
Yeah, I love answering that because there's just so many things that inspire me. I gravitate towards a lot of 1960s, 1970s. That's why
I can tell.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's so. Yeah, I'm definitely an old soul when it comes to that, and I think a lot of people can agree because the songs that I cover are mostly from that era. So the song I just performed is called Ode to Billy Joe by Bobby Gentry. Bobby Gentry has been a big influence for me, and I just love her songwriting style, and just I'm inspired by a lot of country now, like you said. I'm actually honored that you told me that I have a country sound.
I could tell by the flair.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, it's very prevalent.
There's just something about it that just makes me gravitate towards it, and yeah, so mostly from the 1960s, I'm just in love with that era. That's kind of why I love Palm Springs in a way, because they still keep that character, right? I mean, I guess you can agree with that. It still has that mid-century vibe to it.
Well, Tony brought something up a little earlier about, in your intro, he had said you're a 21-year-old phenom.
Yeah.
And with that comes a lot of weight and everything. And I guess I can speak for Tony and myself that
You usually do, yeah.
That yes, I usually do. You bring it with a lot of strength and power and finesse.
Yeah.
And to have all three of those terms brought up at the same time, your style is fantastic. So, go ahead, Tony.
So I have to ask this question. It's not on the list, so I'm going to shoot it from the hip. So you're a 21-year-old, like we discussed here. So how about your friends? How do your friends feel about your music? I mean, we need to gravitate these young people back towards what we grew up. When I listen to the radio and listen to the music that you sing, I know the words.
Right.
Okay?
Yeah.
I mean, when you were singing, we were back here, he and I were kind of singing, but we couldn't because
we can't sing. We leave that up to you.
Yeah. But anyway, no, honestly, how does your generation of friends feel about your music?
Honestly, I'm surprised it's getting a lot of great feedback. Honestly, I just love bringing back the old sound.
That's awesome.
That's kind of what I think that's what I find authentic to me now. I think bringing back the old sound is just so great, and it's a little bit refreshing. I mean, it can kind of feel like it's something original again, like it's bringing it back to this generation, just to like pay homage, or just to introduce it again. I just think that it's so important to bring back the past in a way, and just see like, everything's not original. We all kind of can take something new right now back from the past. So yeah, like if that's a good way of saying it, but yeah, no, I just love bringing back stuff from the past. And
before we run out of time, let's talk about your new song.
Yeah, absolutely.
Please.
Yeah, thank you. So I just released a song and a music video called The Woods I Know, and it was a song that I wrote in 2020. It was during the pandemic, and I think all of us were we were all in lockdown, right?
Cooped up.
So a little bit of cliche, but I've been writing music during that time, and yeah, I got to work on a music video that my good friend Mark A.J. Nazal, who won an Emmy for his visual effects work on Gotham and Marvel Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. I'm actually really grateful that he got to bring that song to life. So yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to everybody checking that out.
Awesome.
Yeah, I'm definitely proud of that.
We look forward to it as well.
We thank you for being on our show, Old Soul and all. So Tony,
Here we go.
Bring us in a break, Tony.
Ladies and gentlemen, we will be
right back.
Hi, I'm Mark Lantero.
And I'm Tony Pomponio.
We're here to tell you if you missed the show on Thursdays, no worries.
You can catch a show and all of our previous shows on YouTube 24/7.
Just go to the YouTube search bar and type in The Mark and Tony Show.
The Mark and Tony Show. Be there.
G. Aries Visions, visuals from concept to completion, specializing in distinctive logos, identities, and branding. From business cards to banners to billboards, G. Aries Visions is your best graphics solution.
Kimball's Unique Boutique, located in beautiful downtown Palm Springs, is for women who are not afraid to attract attention. Our clothing is feminine, flirty, fun, and fabulous. Get the latest look, large selection of jewelry, hats, and much more. Personalized service inspires our customers to keep coming back. Kimball's Boutique, across from the Hyde in beautiful Palm Springs. We look forward to having you shop with us, and don't forget to mention the Mark and Tony Show for your 20% discount on your purchase.
Thank you for coming back to the Mark and Tony Show. Would you do the honors? Do you have time just to sing one more song for the audience? Your voice is fantastic. You do that for us?
Yeah, sure.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Billy was the preacher's son. When his dad would visit, he'd come along. When we gathered around, they started talking. That's when Billy would take me walking. To the backyard we go walking, and then you look into my eyes, and Lord knows to my surprise, the only one who could ever reach me was the son of the preacher man. The only one who could ever teach me was the son of the preacher man. Yes he was, yes he was, oh yes he was. Come on. Being good isn't always easy, no matter how hard I try. When he started sweet talking to me, come and tell me everything is alright. Kiss and tell me everything's alright. Can we get away again tonight? The only one who could ever reach me was the son of the preacher man. The only one who could ever teach me was the son of the preacher man. Yes he was, yes he was, oh yes he was. How will I remember the look that was in his eyes, stealing kisses from me on the sly, taking time to make time, telling me that he's all mine, learning from each other's knowing, looking to see how much we've been growing, and the only one who could ever reach me was the son of a preacher man. The only one who could ever teach me was the son of a preacher man. Yes he was, yes he was. Oh, come on baby, the only one who could ever reach me was the son of a preacher man. The only one who could ever teach me was the son of a preacher man. Yes he was, yes he was. Oh, he was the son of the preacher man. He was the son of the preacher man.
Thank you, everybody, for tuning in to the Mark and Tony Show. You can catch us every Thursday, 1 p.m. on the Fox Network, Channel 33 on the dish.
I believe
right?
so. I got Spectrum, so I'm
And
Channel 11.
Frontier is Channel 8, so we want to thank you all for tuning in. We film every Wednesday, 5 p.m. And Tony, please, who is the young lady sitting to our right?
Well, this is our new musical director, Laura Hagen.
Yay.
How about that? So the Mark and Tony Show is going big time.
Laura comes with an extensive background herself and has to put up with the likes of not just myself, the diva, but Tony, Hoss Cartwright,
Easy to do.
Here we go again.
Sonny Veloci, the wild man, and of course all of the camera and everybody else behind the scenes.
Well, you know, we also got to give a special thank you to Marco Antonelli.
Yes, we do.
You know, A Star is Born. He's got so many things on his plate.
He's
we
amazing.
appreciate all the work he did with us to kick us off, and we're very supportive of him. He's welcome on the show anytime.
Anytime
obviously.
he wants. Marco Antonelli.
He's our boy. He was one of the Tre Amici.
That's
and now
right.
we have
little brother.
We got to figure this one out.
Well, now Three Amicis and the beautiful Laura Hagen.
Well, that's
I'll
four.
take it. Thank you. I just want to point out that I wore these special for you.
I love those shoes.
Yeah.
They stand out, everybody.
Yeah,
So
Vegas, Vegas.
Vegas it is. Here it is.
Those are just for you.
Well, they're very appropriate for tonight's show, I mean, honestly.
Exactly.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, you can watch the Mark and Tony Show every Thursday on the Fox Network, as well as come on down and join us on Wednesday night at Oscars in Palm Springs at 5 p.m. Get here around 4 p.m. They got great food and drinks, and come and hang out with us. We have a great time. We'll see you next week.